Hello. Welcome ever so happily to this week's episode of Ink of Fate, a Primal Viking adventure. I am your Dungeon Master, KJ Potoff, and there was a farmer that had a dog, and Bingo was his name-o. Let's meet our fabulous cast of characters. Tell us who you are and who you're playing. Let's start with Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I play Ada, the Tuss Wizard Cleric.
Thank you. Nick?
Hi, my name is Nick. I play Cull, the Grim Marauder Fighter, and E-I-E-I-O.
Missed opportunity.
That was
Sure.
good. That was real good.
Sarah.
I'm Sarah, and I play Sigrin, the Horizon Walker Ranger. It's too much
Thank
pressure.
you,
I can't think of
Joe.
something.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say me? Hi.
Yep.
I'm Joanna. I play Otrune, and as you can tell, both of my character and I are somewhat bewildered and slightly reluctant. I'm the Wicker Barbarian. Hi. I'm so all over the place. I just had surgery. It's fine.
Be in touch with your character. Just stay in touch, like in your
You
heart.
know what? I just live that way. It's fine.
Speaking of which, Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. I play Hab, my alter ego, who is a squirrel beastborn warlock. And your squirrel fact for the day is that of the 2 times a year that red squirrels have babies, April is typically one of them. So we should have a new little screen here for my baby, who gets to play with us now.
I'm not making a screen for your little tree baby. All right. So
Your loss.
before we start talking about our setting, I do want to warn everybody. My players have been looking so forward to this session and like the town that we're finally getting to after a little bit of a break. So they've created bingo cards. So if they start freaking out about random things that happen in the story, it's because they're all playing bingo. I do not know what is on these cards, but they're gonna start calling them out as they come up in the story.
It's gonna be so good.
God help me.
I'm so excited.
All right.
It's gonna be good.
I'm gonna feel so bad if I give you like nothing to work with. If I
Oh.
give you like
Oh, it's
no.
That's not possible.
deeply
No.
unlikely.
Don't worry,
Yeah, highly
we-
unlikely. Unlikely.
Really not
A lot of
possible.
these-
We've covered
A lot of these things have probably happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I won't worry too much. I'm just gonna let things
Just
fall
do
where they
you.
will.
We'll be fine.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit about the world that we are playing in. Ink of Fate. It's a primal Viking adventure set in the world of Grimnir. It is based on the Arcanum Worlds module, Raiders of the Serpent Sea. It's a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition module with 2024 rules and some homebrew lingering injury rules to keep things spicy. The world that we are playing in is called Grimnir. It is Viking and Norse mythology inspired, though not necessarily historically accurate, so please don't hold me to it. Everyone is part of various raiding clans that all invade each other and compete with each other in order to earn glory and ascend to the halls of the slain. Everybody worships the gods of the Stone Court, who were the heroes that led the exodus from the Lost Lands, defeated the Jotun, blah blah blah, world origin, historic stuff. That's not gonna be relevant, right? Fate tattoos. Everyone, when they come of age and throughout the rest of their life, they accumulate tattoos, usually on the wrist or arm, that are meant to help them and guide them on their path towards their fate and their destiny. Grimnir is in its 3rd straight year of winter due to weird magical causes, and our party members are all the fate bearers, the heroes destined to be on the front lines at Ragnarok. It's been a few weeks. I'm a little out of my rhythm. I'm also fighting a cold right now, so if I just randomly like drift off a little bit, that could happen.
I'm
So-
recovering from surgery. You're recovering from a cold. I mean, we got a little
Yeah,
bit of everything. Why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Little variety. What is?
Yep.
Variety is the spice of
Yep.
life. What do we say?
Variety's the
Aw.
spice
Yeah.
of life.
Yep, that's the thing.
Okay, cool. I said
Mm.
something right.
Yep. So let's recap to get us all caught up back to where we were before. The party has just made port in Tunn-Arg, which is the biggest Lutan settlement. The Lutan Clan is mostly nomadic, but this is their largest permanent settlement that they have as a clan. Now, how did we get here? They most recently were in Oakton, a Bander kingdom on one of the Western Isles. Doing a little patricide, little bit of a hostile takeover situation. Our party
That's
member
fairly
Ada-
hostile.
Yeah.
No, it was like totally legitimate within the rules of dueling, and then
Absolutely.
using poison.
Three
to
attempted
follow the
murders,
rules.
one duel.
He did the poison first.
Technically,
To be fair, he
the
did deserve
dirty
it
work.
for murdering
We
your
did the right
entire
thing.
birth family and your entire foster family, and
then
corrupting
he
an
poisoned
entire
me again?
kingdom
And
and
he tried to
exploiting
kill
people.
her
And he
again.
poisoned you again. So
He was kind of the
and he
worst.
poisoned Scald.
Yeah.
He did.
So
poison
wait, do we have
Skull.
any remaining poison?
No, you
Just
used
for
it all.
logistics, I need- Oh.
KK
Ain't
is
that a
not
shame?
giving you poison.
Ain't that a shame?
No cyanide for you.
Wouldn't
One
you
day.
know it? You had to use it all to get the right concentration
That's
for
an
it to
opening
affect
card.
him in the middle of the duel.
You know,
What
I
was
can still
it?
get more, right?
Voicing annoyance at the lack of poison? Is that
Oh,
Is that
that
bingo
was a
card
miss.
Wait. Really?
No.
voicing annoyance at the lack of poison?
Nope, that was a
Thank
miss.
you.
Okay.
Thank you for the
Would've been
reminder.
I still do want more poison. Just FYI, it is
Yeah.
always useful,
No.
and I will get it.
So,
Oh my god,
Um,
it's happening. I'm gonna win, just so you
soothe
know.
our personal hurts over the lack of continuing existence of poison, Hap got to do some other shenanigans on their way to Tunn-Arg.
Yes.
While
Yes, I
they
did.
while they slept on land for an evening, Hap got in touch with the magic of the universe and created a new independent thinking entity out of
Yeah.
the Ironheart shrub that she had picked up a couple months prior. So now it's a walking, talking shrub that calls her mama.
Named
The rest of
Bo.
the party seems to be more than a little terrified. Hap is utterly delighted and does not understand everybody's apprehension about this being that has been already proven to be a meat-eating plant. So we will see what that adds to the dynamics. So you
Yeah,
had
meat-eating
just
creature.
barely made port in Tunn-Arg. Let me get some good dock sounds going. Let's see, kind of on the docks. We need, what do we need? We need people. There, we're at the docks. We got some water and a little bit of chill music.
Did we essentially just complete a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Everybody's got a long rest. Okay.
Nice.
So, Tunn-Arg, I believe 3 of you have been here before. The other 2 of you would not have had any opportunity to do that. It's a decent-sized village. Still a village. There's, whatchamacallit? Drinking place. Not a tavern. Mead hall. There
Mead
we
hall.
go. I swear my brain is here somewhere.
All good, dude. I understand.
There is a mead hall, and also a what did I call it? A lodge.
Mhm.
I think so.
You know, sort of like office type building where usually the clan chief is managing and overseeing duties, like leadership duties. Last you all heard, the clan chief Kari Branisker was at Drift Hall, so not here. So most of the little buildings that flank the fjord, they all have steep roofs, very plain, crudely painted wood, but lots and lots of long ships flying loot and banners. You all are flying Orn colors right now, of the Orn clan, since that's your identified clan right now. But
better
there
than
are a
Bangor.
handful. Yeah, there are a handful of ships. You do see one smaller Bander vessel that seems to be trading. But yeah, let's see. You do also see a Naddle ship and a Tavar ship.
Cool. Your Majesty, Did you want to tell them that they are now your subjects now?
Fuck no.
Why not? Maybe they have something good.
Or they'll kill me.
Why
Like
would
they could. You're their
I'm
queen.
not Mudbinder. This is the Lutans. The last time I was here, I fled.
You know, if there was a thing called therapy in this world, I think you would need it first. But I don't know what that is.
Where? We know.
That's why we have Rolf here.
Do it, bro.
We do.
Yes, I am here. I'm here for emotional support, logistics, and answering questions to provide
I'm
context.
gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say
Like,
yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, agreed.
What was that one?
Camp
Counselor
counselor Rolf.
Rolf.
What was it?
Camp
Camp
counselor Rolf.
Counselor Rolf.
Camp
Counselor.
counselor.
Okay. Perfect. None of these are in the order I
Yeah,
need.
yeah, that counts.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, who wants to make a wallet?
I was hoping lanyard, but okay.
Go sit around a campfire and sing some songs.
Well, as long as Bo here doesn't catch on fire. By the way, is anybody looking at Bo? On the ship? From the shore?
Oh, from the shore.
I was gonna say, I think the rest of us are avoiding him.
Most people on the shore can't really see Bo from here. They might see the top of a little bit of leafiness, but Bo is
Walking?
like barely your height. So as long as
So
you're
nobody
still
can
on the
see
ship, they
me
can't.
either? Is that what I'm hearing? I am also just a tuft of hair and like my tail.
You might be on the railing.
I'm
Yeah,
usually
you
up
might
on
be
top
going
of
up
the mast.
rigging and up the mast and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Now, we're looking over Tunn-Arg, right? Are there any forests around? Are there?
Yes.
Yes.
Great! I want to look to see if there's any ironwood trees. Using my magic staff, please tell me how many ironwood trees there are.
Beautiful. Let's see. From
I think
Perfect.
it
here,
counts.
That counts.
Yeah.
It counts. I will say it.
are there trees? Yeah.
How
Correct.
many
Make it
ironwood
count.
trees are nearby, please?
Yeah. You stretch your senses outwards.
This is a legit question.
Yeah. Yeah, you get one ping.
Is it Bo? No, Bo doesn't count anymore, right?
Oh no, sorry, you get two pings. Bow counts.
Ooh, I can track Bo. Can I tell which ping is Bo and which one's not Bo? By anything
Yeah,
by the ping? Or is it just
Um,
location?
Yeah, it just gives you location, but you can assume from context the one that's immediately next to you in that direction is Bo.
Okay.
Where you see Bo reaching a little clawed foot up and doing what seems to be like scratching the top of its head with its little claw foot. Like,
You know, sure. Look how cute. Anyway, and how far is the other tree?
It's just shy of the edge of your range.
Great. I'm gonna send a Karn on a little reconnaissance mission to go look at that tree. Thank you.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Um,
Please and thank you.
Yeah, what's your range on sensing the trees again?
I think it's like 5 miles.
5 miles. Yeah, so yeah, a Karn has to fly 5 miles there and 5 miles back, so it is gonna take some time.
Yeah, flying helps, thankfully, but yeah, Karn's gonna be away for a hot second. But ironwood trees are very important.
Alright.
Seeing Hap doing her location thing, I'm deeply uncomfortable. I'm gonna cast Locate Creature on Gunner because I want to know where he is and therefore avoid him.
Okay, locate creature can locate a specific humanoid.
That you are familiar with, within 1,000 feet, and I will concentrate on it for the full hour.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Does this count?
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Wait,
A
what doesn't
1,000
count?
feet.
Like it doesn't count as gunner interaction.
No,
Um,
no, it's not an interaction.
Okay.
It's me avoiding one.
Okay, fair enough.
Why are you ruining my game?
Trauma.
You do not get a ping right now, but I will let you know
Okay.
if it comes up.
Cool.
Within an hour.
So as you're kind of like doing preparations to like maybe head into town or do some things, a small group of raiders wearing Lutan colors approach the side of the ship where your gangplank is set up, and one of them calls out, pardon me, y'all are the fate bearers?
Apparently.
How do they recognize?
What can we do for you?
How do they?
The steward would like to have a quick meeting with you in his lodge, if that is all right with y'all.
Who's the steward?
Oh, Rorn Oakside. It's the chief's cousin.
All right. Any opposition?
No.
All right.
Yeah, Cole, do you know this person? I don't know if I know this person.
Can I make a history
I
check
don't
to see if
think
I
I
know
know
the
this
person?
person. Same.
Yeah,
Do I know
anyone
this
with
person?
Lutan background, roll a history check.
Okay. I'm like an isolated loon, but I'm still technically a loon.
Ada.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a square.
Thank you, Ada.
That's a square.
Okay.
That's a square.
All right.
Wow.
Ada, you get to pick how
Look at
you've heard of him beyond just Kari Brannisker's cousin.
We can just look
So
at each other like we're dumb.
Rorn Oakside is
Been a while.
known as a stern but fair man. Tends to handle logistics pretty well when Kari is away at sea. So Kari is more of the raiding and invading type leader. This guy's logistics, accounting, runs the books and ledgers and things like that. Do you want to say maybe like one of your moms worked with him in the past?
Yeah, who's friends with my mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like a decent person.
Doesn't sound like a piece of shit like the rest of them.
That's a very low bar.
True.
It is.
Very well.
Luton's half set.
Yeah,
congratulations.
So, fairly quickly, they take you further away from the docks and towards the lodge that you saw heading into town.
Oh shit. Bo. I'm bringing Bo. Cole, should I bring Bo? Do you think
No.
Bo will be safe on the ship?
No.
I think I need to bring
Don't
Bo.
bring-
Pom Pom. Pom Pom is
Bring him.
babysitting.
But my baby.
Do you
What
think
does
that
Bo
thing knows how
want?
to hide? That thing can't turn invisible.
Bo, can you turn invisible?
It can't
Can
turn
you-
invisible.
Wrestle.
Can you
It
change
can't-
shapes?
It snaps its legs together and then just sits down, sitting very still.
Okay. Bo. There's a bush. Does a bow look like a bush?
Mm-hmm.
Like a very
Can we
good
see like the
bush.
eyes.
The eyes close, so it does look like maybe a little bit too silvery, but it looks like a reasonable enough bush.
What if we put a cloak over Bo?
Cloak.
I think we're missing the fact that generally shrubbery doesn't walk.
I
Just
think
saying.
also
Do you want to
Hap-
carry?
Yeah,
We
But-
can't carry Bo the entire time.
the main idea really I think is, Hap, this is your freshly born baby. We are going into a place that potentially does not like any of us.
I have to keep the baby with me, safe.
Well, I understand that, but maybe the safer place would not be to put him in the line of fire at all.
What about on the ship with
Well-
Rolf,
Pack a baby carrier.
our caretaker?
Oh, Drew, what did you do when you were a baby?
I never got to be a baby. I was built as a full adult, unfortunately.
Ew.
Yeah, I never really got a
Fascinating.
childhood. It was kind of sad.
What is
Do
that?
you have a backpack?
The backpack would be the same size as me,
We have
actually.
a bag of holding.
I could carry it. In my backpack.
I don't think. Isn't there like a? Does he need oxygen? Does the back of holding oxygen?
Bad plan.
Oh, are you crazy? This is
Poke holes in
plant
back of
baby.
holding?
Plants need oxygen!
Bags of holding have a certain amount of oxygen.
It's
in
very
it. It
limited.
is
It's like
limited.
10
Or
minutes or
CO2.
something.
Plants need some sort of gas. I don't know how the science works. I'm a squirrel.
Yeah,
But
they need
surely
carbon
they need
dioxide
something.
as air. Also,
Carbon
this is like
dioxide.
a magical awakened Ironheart shrub. You have no idea what rules apply here.
I'm using the rule of plants and trees, which
valid.
I feel is about. I defer to Odrin for everything else.
I think really Hap is. I personally, I would say that Tip and Taff would love their time to possibly work on Bo's hair.
I agree.
Beautifully groomed when we get back, I'm sure.
Honestly, I bet.
Yep.
With the way they
All right.
You know, I've
groomed
never really
us.
done topiary before.
I'm gonna sit down in front of Bo. Bo, sweetheart, are you okay to stay here until I get back?
You want me to stay here?
It would be safer and more fun if you stayed here with Tiff and Taff.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pat Bo on top of their head and be like, okay, I'll bring you back a present. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Okay, for that look, I'm crossing the box off.
What? Oh, yeah.
For what?
For that look! I saw it!
That's true.
That's
That's
fine.
valid. That's valid.
I
Call
crossed
it
off the
shrub
calling at you
rivalry.
earlier.
The Colin Shrub rivalry continues.
I
It's
wasn't gonna
another
do
one.
it, but I saw that eye roll. Alright. Bo, I will bring you back a present, okay?
Okay, present.
Wonderful. Pom Pom, please help take care of Bo. Play. And get Bo some fish if
Sounds
Bo gets
super.
hungry. Wonderful. Alright, I'm ready.
Okay.
Right, when goes the first step?
So the lodge is not as big as the mead hall. It looks like it has it's made up of a few rooms. There's like one main chamber with a very steep, highly angled sort of roof. There's a shrine to Luda off to one side, that has like bas reliefs of like battles, victories and battles, battles at sea, that kind of thing. But off to one side, there's like some shelves full of like books and scrolls. And in front of it, there's a desk with a man sitting there. Rorn is a tall, sturdy man with very ruddy cheeks. He's like mostly bald on top with like a little spritz of brownish ginger hair coming around the side. He also seems to rely very heavily on a magnifying glass to like actually read the parchment
Incredible.
that's in front of him. Glasses have not been invented yet, y'all. So I just like anytime I think about a time when glasses did not exist, I get anxious.
Fair.
So, anyway, he looks up.
I just want to take a good look at all of our members. I'm like, ooh. Ew.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yes, thank you for bringing them to me. Welcome, welcome, Fate Bearers. It's good to have you all here visiting. Is there? I had no idea that you were on your way, but I've been instructed to accommodate you as best as we possibly can. So whatever you need while you are here, lodging, food, any sort of assistance I can provide for you, anything I could do for you.
Could I make an insight check to see if he like recognizes any of us beyond being fate bearers?
Actually, yeah, I kind of want to.
Yes, anybody who wants to can do
I
that.
kind of want to do that too.
Yay.
Check.
There's gonna be a lot of insight checks.
Valid.
Woo! Ah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Odrin, was that with
Wow.
advantage?
Yes, that was because I get advantage on insight checks.
Nice. Okay, and then Cull and Sigrun. Yeah, so let's see. does not recognize, or does not appear to recognize Cull or Hap. He definitely doesn't recognize Sigrun or Odrun. Other than he recognizes this group as fate bearers, though you can tell he makes no notice of Sigrun. He doesn't seem to notice that she's a fate bearer.
That's fine.
Because word about that hasn't really spread yet.
That's
Um,
We'll just keep her in our back
Nice
pocket.
Oh,
for
yeah.
you.
Just
Forgot
keep
about
her in the
that.
back pocket.
No.
My tattoos are
Um,
covered. I'm wearing long sleeves.
Cool.
Yeah, no, all good. Yeah, and they're not doing anything like magical or like noticeable right now. They look
No
like
glowiness.
standard fate tattoos. Yeah.
Does he recognize
No
Ada?
beacons
Ada?
shooting into the air.
Yeah, that's it.
So with Ada, you can tell that some flash of recognition does pass his face.
I do look human, like the whole time we're here.
Like,
This
he
is a
knows-
blanket statement.
Like he's
I
kind
assume
of like,
so,
oh,
but
I
that's good to
kind of
confirm.
Yeah.
like I've seen this person, or like, oh my god, that's gosh, I forgot your name, Siv's kid.
Yeah.
Which, like, is it?
I'm gonna say with a nat 20, it's not a hostile look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like he does know that's Siv's kid.
Yeah, it does look like he definitely recognizes the family connection. There is a flash of something where like he does see what seems to be a family connection there. Like it's hard to tell if it's like it's something negative. You can't tell if it's grief or something else. But you do see some kind of recognition of Ada being like, oh, Siv's family. Siv's family is the family that thing happened to. So it seems to be that kind of like recognition of like, oh, that family that died in the fire. I'm sure
I'm
we can make
hanging back.
plenty of rooms comfortable for you at the mead hall.
Nobody
May I
else,
ask how long you'll be staying?
nobody else is stepping forward, so Drone will kind of step forward a little bit and say,
Yeah.
we are not entirely sure. We just kind of wanted to check out how things are doing in Tunn-Arg. We've run across a couple other settlements that have been having some trouble, so we're kind of keeping a lookout. Have you, by any chance, had anything happen with the Ironwood Witches lately? Any weird disappearances, weird reappearances, that kind of thing?
Disappearances and reappearances, not that I know of. Things seem to be going fairly stably here. Undergone some recent expansion and had to cut down a few stretches of the forest, but no, nothing like what you're describing as witch activity.
Okay. Where's the more recent expansion?
Oh, it's over by the Brine Lakes. Yeah, just a ways north of here.
Great. How's that been
But
going?
mostly I just doing all right. I mostly just keep the oars turning and the sails aloft while the chief is away.
Tough job, huh?
Mm. No end of paperwork.
Is Kari not
seems,
one for paperwork, really?
Oh no, I'm quite comfortable with my books and ledgers. But it's the social aspect. You know, some people won't leave you alone, and some people have grievances. You know, it can be a hassle sometimes.
That's fair. That's fair. It's kind of like on our ship we have Rolf. We kind of joke about him being our ship dad. Do you often feel like the dad in this whole thing?
Well, I suppose it certainly fosters a sense of paternity. Yeah. It's always interesting to see your little one grow and stretch its legs and see how it takes on a life of its own.
That's fair. I bet it's satisfying to see that.
Hmm.
What kind of grievances do
well-
people bring up against, or what kind of stuff do you guys have really in a settlement like this?
Nothing that would be of much import to you all. I'm sure you're quite busy. Just little grievances over taxes and things.
Taxes? Y'all pay taxes here? I didn't realize this was that big of a place.
Well, you have to get the fleets built somehow.
Fair.
I'm just gonna pop up here in front of Odrun. Out of the way. It's like, so, I think our maps are a little out of date, especially with all your recent expansions. Do you think we could get a copy of a new map as we travel around?
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty please.
Yes. Let me
Pretty-
see if
pretty
I
please.
have. I believe I have an extra copy. Yes. Here we go. Yes. This is up to date as of just within the last 3 months. Should
Wonderful.
be enough to meet your needs.
Thank you. Snatch it away and look at that map. All right.
Thank you very much. We'll go hit up the mead hall and we'll let you know if we need anything.
Of course. Come by anytime.
Thank you very much. Alright. So when we go outside, I kind of want to lean over to Hap and be like, okay, who do they have to kick off the land to get those kinds of expansions? Who do we need to talk to?
Just looking at the map.
Okay.
Let me
Whatever
look.
the fuck they want.
Well, sure.
What do I see on this map?
I just
What
want to know
terrible,
specific-
terrible things have they
I
done
know.
since I've been gone?
You definitely see a lot less forest than you did before. If you look
All
at
these
the roll
fuckers.
20, if you roll in, go to roll 20, zoom in on the part with Tunn-Arg. Let me see. Let me move the Brine Lakes label so you can see that. There we go. So yeah, Brine Lakes are just a little ways north of where you are. The whole area, though, between Tunn-Arg and the Brine Lakes should have been more forest that expands from the forest that you see kind of to the west of the city.
Oh yeah, it's all been cleared.
Yeah.
And
So it's
Is it
lots
cleared
of square
within?
miles.
Is it cleared within the past 3 years?
Hard to say from the map, but it a lot of the deforestation does seem to be unfamiliar to all of you.
well, some of us,
Sure.
maybe.
Ada, did you know
Anyway.
anyone who lived in that area?
No, I mean it was still mostly forest. Like we lived kind of on the outskirts. I mean, spent time in that forest, but I didn't know of any settlements. But that doesn't mean they weren't there. I'm sure there were.
True. I was just hoping
Okay.
to see if there might be a specific victim we could start with.
So, KJ, my particular incident was 4 years ago. Do I see that location on the map?
Yes. It looks cleared. You actually notice that that ping you were getting earlier is in that deforested area.
Where my place used to be?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the place, my grove in particular, where do I see that on the map? Is it marked? Is it unmarked? Is it there?
Like the grove where you lived before.
I'm talking about my trees. Where's my tree grove?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so close to the mother tree. Oh, I'm so close. I could go
Yeah,
back for a visit. Could I go back for a visit?
Yeah,
How
I
close
think
is
that
it?
area is cleared as well.
No, are you kidding me? No, okay, wait. You're telling me my grove is gone? According to this map?
I mean, you got a ping on one tree that Akarn is on their way to investigate right now.
Wait, you're telling me, according to this map, the place where I recovered, the source of my magical ability, my whole thing, is not there?
Can I insight check Hap to see if we notice
Yeah,
him
please.
bugging out?
Yep.
KJ,
As you read, the map's trembling in your hands.
this is not supposed to be a dramatic session here.
Does this count, by the
Tunn-Arg
way?
isn't meant to be.
Yes.
Does
Just
this
like
count?
a nat 20 insight.
Does this count as
A half emotional moment.
yeah?
It's
an
it could be, depending
emotion.
on what KJ says. Let me see what my deception is, out
I
of
think it does.
curiosity. I want to roll my
Right.
deception just in case.
Character sheet is not opening is what the issue is.
Oh Jesus, I guess none of us noticed. Wow.
It's 2 nat 20s. Were you and Hap?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's a
I-
question. Do I
Yeah,
notice
what
or
do you
does
do-
Hap
what do you
take
do
me
when-
out?
KJ.
2 nat 20s.
All right. Yeah. So,
I'm staring at this map right now. And there's
yeah,
two
see, here's the
places that I
thing,
want to know
it
about.
works like an attack and a defense. So if you meet, it beats. So
Your 21
Hap
beats
set the
my
DC,
32.
but a nat 20, but Odrun met the DC with a nat 20. So even though the numbers, the totals are higher, Odrun, barely. Odrun, you barely notice.
I still don't know her that well. So.
Just like it's
Yeah,
map.
so yeah, Hap, remind me what you remember about that grove.
Okay. So 4 years ago, terrible fire incident, terrible things. Guy's gonna die. That'll happen one day. All right.
Mm.
I ran away. I have very little memory of how I got from point A to point B. But when I got to point B, and I was very badly off, I was in a grove of ironheart trees, and that is where I stayed for a solid year, at least. And then I left. So that was about 3 years ago. But I'm currently carrying a bit of that grove with me. And there was a very beautiful tree. Very beautiful tree. It was like the biggest tree of them all. And if you tell me that tree is not there, you tell me that tree is not there, I'm not gonna be happy. I mean, there's many trees. There's a family of trees. It was my family of trees, KJ. Where is it?
You're welcome to go check.
Is it on the map? Any indication of anything on that map?
On the map, it's labeled as cleared.
Oh, you fucker. Okay. And that's where and it's the direction the Karn is heading into. That's
Mhm.
5 miles. I was only 5 miles away from this terrible, terrible place this whole time. All these fuckers were way too close for my comfort. I should have realized. I was 5 miles away from these assholes. Okay. I'm gonna hold it together for a little bit longer until a Karn reports back.
Okay.
I'm not
It's at this
happy.
point that Prolf approaches you all. Odrin, while you notice Hap freaking out about something on the map, Prolf comes up. Hey, glad you're all doing okay. Listen, my mother sent me a message. She needs us to go meet her at a secret base. She just means a house of a friend that she's visiting, I think. But she's being very secretive and very hush hush. So
Is that normal?
it depends on the year.
This
But
year?
I do think she did imply that she had that she mentioned vandalism, so I think I think that vandal fella might be with her.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, I guess.
Yeah.
Off we
Feel like
go.
going there first.
I did cut his leg off. So
He wasn't a death dream.
I cut his foot off, so it feels like I have to go talk to him and say sorry at least.
I mean,
I also want to know what the fuck was going on when we found him.
That too, yeah. But I don't know how magic works, so
Does anyone? I don't know.
Okay. The cabin that Rolf leads you to is thankfully not too far. It's far enough on the outskirts that it's actually among some trees. Some lovely coniferous, like evergreen type trees. It looks like Christmas and it smells delightful. No, not okay.
Oh, these trees get to live, sure.
Um, there's a small cabin, and you see Hrolf knocking on the door, and then the door opens a crack. You see Hrolf's mother, the dwarven woman that some of you met before, peeking out the door. All right, get inside. And she like hustles you all into the building.
Did I give myself blessing of the trickster? Cause why not?
Okay. It's a cozy cabin. I'm gonna turn off the street noises though, because there's no people. I
There's no
can't
peeper here.
honk. There's no peeper here.
We better hope there's no peeper.
There's no dungeon master.
Otherwise,
The dungeon
the
master's too
secret
tired.
comes out.
It's too tired.
It's too tired.
Um.
I get that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here. So it's a one-room cabin. There's a little fire going in the hearth. Looks like a pot of some kind of stew or soup on it. Hrolf's mother's kind of bustling around. Oh my gosh, did I ever give her a name?
I think you did, but I can't remember it.
I feel like.
oh.
I thought she was just Rolf's mom.
Yeah.
Maybe she was.
Like you never learn your friends' names, it's always just so and so's mom.
Let's see,
Uh-huh.
Hallwick.
She doesn't have a name. Deirdre's
Nope, I
speaking
just
to me
put
right now.
I just put Hrolf, what's his name, his mother, an ancient dwarf, and that's all I wrote. Amazing. Cool. Everybody just just call me mom, and everybody calls me that. Anyway, you notice on there's like one cot kind of tucked into the corner of this one-room cabin. Vandal is there with a still bandaged stump of a leg. He looks fine. Like he has some color returning. He looks like weary. His forehead's kind of crinkled in what is probably not a zero amount of pain. But he glances up as you all come in, and he looks back down, and quickly accepts the soup that Mom is handing out, and just kind of quietly starts eating, glancing up at you all occasionally.
Is she handing out
Handing
food
to all of us?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Bingo.
Thank you.
No, I don't have bingo, but that's what
Oh,
it is.
okay.
What? That's
From
bingo?
mom
Okay,
feeds the
Frost,
party.
Frost's mom tries to feed the party.
Got it.
I don't.
She's momming.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
We anticipated the mom.
Yeah, fair.
We're all like, ah.
There is one box that we're getting very close to. I don't know if it counts yet, though.
Oh no, we're not there yet.
All right.
We're very close, though. I just keep staring at this box.
So, I know that was a lot of secrecy, but needed you all out here. See, Vandal here is presumed dead.
Huh?
Join the club. Sometimes
Yeah.
it sticks.
Yeah.
Wait,
Uh,
why are you presumed dead?
Me or him?
because-
Well, I know you, him.
I'm not entirely sure how this all got out. I was sent on a seeking mission out to the area around Hallwick to investigate potential dreamers. What?
We're not there yet.
Shush, shush, shush,
Come on,
shush.
please.
We haven't got to
Okay.
it.
Take your
Can
time.
I continue?
Shush, shush, or KJ
Please.
won't let us play bingo again.
Continue, please.
Okay, so look, Ragnar and I, we've been working together for months on. We actually started working as seekers together to protect magic users. We've never bought into the whole rigid magical structure thing, so we decided that it would be safer if we were able to at least take on the role of seekers and help people be more discreet, practice safely, get them resources so that they can stay in hiding. But we started uncovering more information about the clan chief, about Gunnar, about that whole Lutan conspiracy. We've made a few allies here, very, very under the table. Ragna went to Drift Hall to try to get more allies, which I believe is how she recruited you all into this whole mess. But while she was out, I was sent on an unexpected mission. Received a note with the clan chief's seal on it, urging me to go investigate near Hallwick. And I went, and it was more than I expected. The magic there was unbridled. It was. I suspect, in hindsight, that it may have been a site where great magic was performed, but the impact it left the area toxic, and I'm afraid on my own I was not able to overcome it. And I'm told I have you all to thank for waking me up.
We found you in a death dream.
Now,
I
wait a
figured as
second.
much.
What is dreamers, seekers? I'm sorry. I don't fully understand the difference between a seeker and a dreamer, and what a death dream is. I don't fully get it.
Yes, so seekers are those who believe that magic should be kept within rigid boundaries, that you should only learn spells from a spell book or in worship of one of the stone court, that it should be all supervised, that no new avenues should be explored, boundaries can't be pushed. Dreamers are more in touch with the innate magic of Grimnir. Grimnir itself is alive.
Yeah, no shit.
Obviously.
It has will. It has intent. It's what breathes through everything in our world. And dreamers have found ways to get in touch with this more natural, primal form of magic, push the boundaries of what's possible. Now, the risk is that that kind of power can be addictive. You risk falling into a death dream state. And I'm afraid the type of toxicity that I was exposed to resulted in a very rapid decline.
And a death dream
Even now, I
state
feel
is.
You're not yourself.
It's like being trapped in a nightmare that I wasn't seeing the world as it is, but like there was a veil over my eyes. Everything was overlaid with horrific nightmares. Everything was a threat. It was like a living nightmare. But the even with as horrifying as that was, there's still a part of me that craves a connection with that type of magic. Now, I don't plan to. It certainly led to dire straits even when I wasn't intending to expose myself to that much, but
Cull looks around anywhere else but him.
nevertheless, I will have to be careful.
What do
Can
you
I make
think
an insight
Cole is
check
look?
to see
Can I-
if he means it, that he won't go back to that magic?
Yes.
Insight check Cole to see if Cole's looking uncomfortable.
Sure.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I am connecting
Yeah, Cole's
anything that we
uncomfortable.
saw when he was that's a square when he
Yeah,
was in
right.
a death dream to like Lochner's magic?
I just got double
Oh,
bingo.
I got
but
bingo.
okay. I got double bingo.
Darn
Oh
it!
my
Double
god!
bingo.
Wow, that
We're
was
already
so
at
I
bingo?
got double
fast.
bingo.
That was so
I am
fast.
close.
Double
How?
bingo.
How?
But it's 4 corners, guys. It's 4 corners. It's blackout.
I got blacked out.
You can keep going.
Could be. I will.
Also, what is Vandal again? Can you remind me? Because I'm being very judgy of non-native species talking about primal magic right now.
I think he's a human wizard, right?
Okay,
he's-
cool. I'm being very
yeah.
judgy then. I am so judgy. I am sitting over here judging Miss Judge Face,
Incredible.
being like, right, the primal magic of Grimnir that you all are like struggling with right now, you all stupid.
Wait.
That's me in the corner if I wasn't so emotional at the moment about other things. Yeah, I'm over here just being like, no wonder you can't handle it, human.
Wait.
Over there.
That just made a connection for me. I'm curious.
Me?
Ada,
You're
when
talking?
it comes to the
Oh, yeah.
dreamers and the what are they, seekers?
Stickers.
Are those who have that you've seen fall into a death dream or whatever that is? Are they primarily human? Or are they
Oh,
of
I
the
don't know.
Grimnir-born species?
I don't
Never
know.
fallen
I'd
into a
never
death dream.
seen it before. Sindri had told me about it
I'm
because I was
just
trained as a dreamer.
okay. I'm just kind of curious. Just a thought. I wonder if the native magic of Grimnir is too much to handle for those races that's originated in the Lost Lands.
Hmm.
It's just a thought I had
That's a good thought.
Just
based
look
off
at
what
Cole,
Hans
being
said.
like, that's probably true. Literally like, yeah, we're probably fine. Don't worry about us.
And then can I roll Arcana to see if I'm connecting anything like Death Dream related to Lokinir's magic? Because at one point
yes.
Ragnar said that the soul jar looked like dreamer magic.
Yes.
29.
Jesus.
God damn.
Without a natural 20 even? Holy shit.
Nope.
Girl.
It was close.
Wild.
Natural 19.
Yeah, it does feel related. Yeah, the way he talks about like something inherent, like built into the world, it does remind you of how it feels to wield Loknir's magic.
Anytime a karma wants to show up, just let me know.
Think on that.
Um,
So, you got a message from Kari Bannister to go to this place?
yes. And at this point, I'm convinced that it was very likely an attempt on my life, that somehow he figured out my involvement.
Yeah, no shit.
So,
Sounds about right.
I'm afraid I won't be able to be as open about my maneuvers as I was before, even if I could walk on 2 legs.
Sounds like a you problem.
I mean, he already knows we don't like him. Just, we made that abundantly clear, honestly.
Does he? Does he know that you
No,
don't like
Kari.
him?
Kari.
Kari Bannister.
Oh, Kari Brannisker.
Kari
Okay.
Bannister.
I was gonna
I'm
say
saying this
Vandal
to
doesn't know
Vandal.
anything.
No, I'm saying this to Vandal.
No,
Okay,
Vandal
thank you.
doesn't know that it's weird weird. But
Vandal's smart enough to put together it's weird.
fair.
One would think.
I don't know. I'm racist.
Yeah, he
Nice
is.
to meet you. I'm Sigrid. Nice to meet you, Vandal.
Hi.
And
yeah,
Rob's
Sigrid.
mom of the.
Sigrid, here.
So,
Odrun
do you know
puts
the
No
Sigrid
idea
backstory?
what you're talking about at all.
Do the backstory. So he's betrothed to my ex. So fun.
Right.
Okay.
Ada says that in front of him.
This is so uncomfortable.
I
Cole
think
laughs
this counts as
and then
Sigrid
stops himself.
witnessing insanity and going
Cole
with
laughs
it.
out loud.
Is what
Sigrid's
saying
gonna
that
make away at the door.
This definitely counts as Sigrid witnessing insanity and going with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Gonna
I think it
take
does.
my tea and sit and just wait.
Anyway, I do believe I have a couple of acquaintances that might be able to help you. You see, you're seeking evidence, right? You want to present evidence to bring down the clan chief, bring down Gunnar, take it all down.
Yes.
His records are kept in his most secure location. He's built a fortress for himself
Where?
by the Brine Lakes.
Oh, off.
He
That's
keeps
what I
most of
saw.
his crews there.
In the tower.
That is what you saw. You saw him outside a building.
In like session 1 or 2.
Yeah. Shit, dude.
Holy crap.
Okay.
I saw the fucking Witch King. Didn't help me.
Anyway, most of his fleets stay there when they're on shore leave. He has an armory. He keeps all sorts of valuables in his vault. We were making
When did
plans
this-
to.
Dodge. When did he start this whole endeavor? Sounds costly.
We're not entirely sure. It seems something he. I know construction only started within the last handful of years, but it feels like the area was being cleared long before then. The way was being paved, and the people that would have objected to such a project were not around. Anyway, I do have some allies that should be able to help you with infiltrating this stronghold. Have any of you heard of the Bildrat boys?
Have we?
History?
Everybody roll a history check.
Yeah.
Build
Sounds
rat?
A really
Yep.
bad boy band.
I think I have.
I think I might have too.
Debatable.
Sigrid? Sigrid somehow
debatable.
knows of them? Possibly?
That's a
All right.
natural 18. I have a +0 history.
Yeah, well, mine's a natural. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so all of you have at least heard something about these guys. The Bildrat boys are roguish bandit do-gooders, kind of Robin Hood types that have been active all up and down the western stretch. But as far as you know, it's 2 guys and sometimes additional crew members. But they'll steal usually from somebody rich and corrupt and give most of their haul back to the poor and the needy.
Cool.
I have a question. Did I roll high enough to know if they're like actually cool or if they're insufferable?
Let's see, you got
A 28.
I got a 28.
28. Let's see, you know.
It's your first boyfriend ever.
Oh my god, it's your ex.
Oh, good
The
grief.
next
Not another
so-
one.
Their names are Dag and Espen. Dag is a grim. Espen is an elf. Let's see. They would have been a bit too old to flirt with you, but you have seen them flirt. You've seen them at a mead hall.
So bordering on insufferable.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, you
Robin
don't know
Hood
if that
dude
makes them
bros.
incompetent, but you have seen them, like Like,
No, I feel like
more
they're
like-
competent, and that's why it's annoying.
I'm getting
yeah,
Carrie
one of
L's
them
vibes.
definitely has a lute.
It's men in tights.
Like the guy who always pulls out the guitar kind of thing.
Oh
Oh.
no. They're the guys who want to say they're in a band, but they're really just in a weird gang that's not really a
But-
gang.
Easiest to manipulate, though,
Maybe.
if we need to. They'll believe anything if you just suck up a
Anyway,
little bit.
so the Build Trap boys.
The Bill Trap
Yes.
boys. Yep, they've been scoping out the stronghold. So you should be able to find them if you just start heading down the path towards the Brine Lakes.
They just hang out in the open.
Oh no, they're scoping it out for infiltration purposes. Also, Dag was one of the thralls that was conscripted into helping build the place, so he has a bit of insider intel. So he'll be
I
especially
see.
useful for this.
Okay.
Interesting.
Unrelated but important question. So, according to Ragnar, I supposedly died. Obviously didn't. That's now known. And Gunnar told everyone that I'm Tuss. Is that going to be an issue for me walking around here?
It's hard to say. It's kind of an odd thing because right now you're walking around with the reputation of the Fate Bearers. Back then you were Ada Sivlok, the girl that was with the family whose house burned down and died, and so some people haven't really made the connection just yet when they hear Ada the Fate Bearer versus Ada who may or may not have been Tuss that nobody saw. The rumor mill may actually be your friend in this case, though I would exercise caution with who you give your full name to and who you reveal your presence to.
Thank you.
It's at this point that Karn comes back.
Ah, perfect.
Yep.
Which, by the way, that was our free
so-
space.
Yes,
What,
a Karn
Karn
was
A Karn
does something?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah. Love that.
Yes, a Karn,
Karn
please.
comes back. You receive an image of one very, very large tree, even taller than you remember it, and the roots stretching out into several other trees that seem to be like physically connected to it as part of the same entity. So it does still look like a grove from the surface. It's not as big as it was earlier. You do see that there are some stumps that surround it, but the one ping you got earlier is registering as one entity. But Akaran did see about 24 trees.
Anyone there?
No, it looks like they've like built around it. There's like a path that leads pretty close by it.
Like that at all? How long would it take me to get there?
It's right on the path to the Brine Lakes, so hour.
From here to there?
Yeah. Yeah, walking with the rest of the party.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked at all.
If you try to sprint, I'm gonna make you do con saves to see if you get out of breath too early.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So, guys, what are we doing now?
Well, what time of day is it?
Around noon. just passed
And
it. You just had lunch.
I know you mentioned before in between sessions when we buy stuff. At any point, have we bought any health potions, guys, or anything? Just while we're in a town before we leave it,
Well, I
if we
have
need to.
2, and then I need to pick up supplies to make more. But I can make
Could
them for half
we-
the price, basically. Then we could buy them.
Gotcha.
So they just
think
take
we
me
could-
like what, a day each, or something like that.
Yeah, like
I don't know why
you
you're
all
spending
have
your
so much travel
time-
time.
I don't know why you guys are spending so much time making health potions when you could make poison.
Pretty sure Odrun can make anti-venom, which is like the opposite.
I can make
I
anything
don't
that
want
heals.
anti-venom. I want to make poison. Okay,
Sorry,
you know
Then
what?
you need
Fuck
a
it.
poisoner's kit.
I don't.
Can I?
I don't have the equipment
back.
to do that, Hap. I only learned how to heal myself because I lived alone. So, you know.
Fair.
That is a
There's
terrible use
one
of your time.
thing I want to do here. You think could we like take the rest of the day, do any shopping we need to do, spend the night here, and then head out in the morning?
Okay, I have heard of the one bed trope, but like even this is a little extreme. I don't want to share a bed with him.
I think
No,
there's
we
Over
have
here?
a room.
Whoa.
Okay, thank God, because
I meant here in the general sense, Hap.
God.
I don't know.
I'm
You guys are
offended.
weird.
We shared the bed pretty nicely the other night when we were all poisoned. It was
That's
pretty
true.
fine. It was nice and cuddly and warm. How dare you?
There's
Are you talking about
Sigrid
me?
and 2 poisoned people.
Yeah. I've never slept so soundly. You guys didn't move an inch.
Yeah, Skuld was a very heavy sleeper that night.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish there was a box for me getting uncomfortable because that's what I'd be checking right about now. Cool.
Um, yeah, we can do that. Or was there anything else anybody else wanted to do? I mean, the lakes aren't that far, are they?
No, it's not that
Might
far. You
do
could probably meet
some-
up with them and head back to town and do your shopping.
I'm gonna get lunch, guys. You guys do what you need to do.
I'm concerned we'll go there and then we'll do shit and then we'll have to flee. That's my only hesitancy.
Well, maybe they will have to flee.
Well,
That's
I
what
mean,
you
I
do what you
wouldn't
need to, Ada. Again,
recommend-
I'll just eat and wait for you. When you're ready to go, we'll be ready to go.
I would not recommend raiding the fortress today. I would definitely recommend spending your time tomorrow, scoping it out, making a really solid plan for it. Make a proper heist of it. The boys will love that.
Can we go back to poisonous or venomous animals and/or plants that we are aware of in this world?
With foraging.
Yeah.
Not
The next
again.
time we're foraging.
I mean,
Okay.
Can
I'd
we
have to
determine
so-
since the last time I have asked? I mean, you don't have to prepare a poison mushroom if you just stuff it down somebody's throat. So
Yeah, but poisonous
Um,
mushrooms can do anything from making somebody just
I
kind
wish
of
I had
go,
more than one space.
to actually killing them. And
Yeah,
if you
I'm
want them to
hoping
be
for-
You're
fully
saying
effective,
to
you really need to
experiment.
make them into a poison.
look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Just saying.
It's fair.
I mean, is there like a snake?
Did poisoning the king like not satisfy this urge that you have?
Apparently,
There's
It's
a lot of-
growing.
it's getting worse.
I'm sorry,
Like, we
Ada,
poisoned
are
him
you
and my blade
satisfied?
was poisoned.
I think
No.
we fed it
I'm
a
gonna look
little.
Ada dead in her eyes. Ada, are you saying that there's no one else you want to poison? Not a single person. I'm gonna look you right in your eyes, and you better try to lie
You
to
look
me.
up into your eyes.
But I will not believe you.
No, we
Ada.
all know I want. Ha!
Um,
You don't wanna
Obviously, I
poison
want to
somebody?
kill Gunnar. We know that.
Exactly!
But I don't want
Why-
to poison him. That's not as fun.
She wants to do it while looking at his
Look.
face.
Options!
Just like she did with her dad.
Options! We poisoned her dad, too.
I'm gonna say
Yay.
you can
It's company.
you can scavenge. Like an hour of searching will get you a certain amount of scavenged material that could potentially be poisonous.
That's cool,
Um,
except I have a magic staff that will point me directly to the plant that is poisonous as long as I know what it is. Or animal.
Okay.
So, I'm
So-
cheating. I would like to cheat, please.
You realize,
With
like,
my magical
it's
staff.
still not going to reduce it to 0 amount of time. You still have to spend time going to the location and foraging.
Oh no,
Um,
that's not the problem. The problem is I want to know that I will succeed if they do exist. Because
Yeah.
I will go straight to them.
So
It's not
the problem isn't whether they exist. The problem is you need a poisoner's kit in order to turn it into anything you can actually use for anything beyond like basic medicinal purposes or getting somebody a little bit nauseous for a little bit. Just
Could we
animals.
buy a poisonous kit in town?
Oh, sorry.
That
most
would
Or
definitely
greater
raise my
towns
red
components of
don't.
flag.
I was like, yes,
I
we
like
can
the
buy a
components
poisonous
of
kit.
it.
Can we steal
Yeah,
a poisoner's kit?
Yeah, you're not gonna find a poisoner's kit in a reputable shop. You're not gonna be able to go around shopkeepers and go, "Hey, do you have a poisoner's kit?" Like,
Look,
it's not
I
like a
don't
weapons
know.
store where it's like, "Hey, do you have a, weapon I can use to murder someone?"
Insight check the whole town. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want
What's
to.
the
Do
shadiest
Alright.
corner?
I need a snake whose bite will kill you, or a spider whose bite will kill you. Is actually kind of what I
I
need.
don't
But
think any of those are out because it's still winter.
They're all under the snow.
I can dig them out. I know where they are because I have a magical staff that lets me cheat.
Oh my God.
During the long winter, they are going to keep hibernating and they will not wake up.
Why did we
Ah.
buy this for you?
Because you wanted to kill people. I could see it in your eyes.
Because she wanted a big tree, and we wanted to make her happy. That's why.
Yeah, that's true. She was really uncomfortable in that town.
Great.
And she was very happy
Great.
when we got her big tree.
So
That's
are
nice.
you
I'm gonna
meeting
go
up with
forage
the-
now. Bye.
Okay. Rest of you meeting up with the Build Rat Boys first or shopping first?
It sounds like we're waiting until tomorrow in case some of us get impulsive. So, shopping and or snooping around town, I guess.
Fantastic.
Great,
this
'cause I'm
count
not
as
actually
Cap sneaking
foraging.
off?
I think
Oh yeah,
so
I'm not
Okay,
actually
Yeah.
foraging. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
no,
Are
of
you
course it's
kidding
not.
me? I'm gone.
Alright.
I've left.
Alright. So Hap, you're looking for poisonous plants?
No.
No,
she's
absolutely
leaving.
not. I'm going to my grove. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Just making sure.
Are you kidding? I mean, if they're like right in front of
Just
me,
checking.
sure, I'll grab him. Maybe on the way back.
Okay.
We'll see what happens on the way
I
back.
love that we
If
had
you
a
back to
whole
you in a
diversion.
Yeah, we'll come back to you in a second. Everybody who wants to do shopping, just go ahead and put in the chat what you want to buy in the Roll20 chat. Most basic supplies you should be able to get. You'll be able to get up to 100 gold worth of healing potion ingredients.
Which means
So like enough for 4.
'Kay.
Yeah.
Cool. I got
Um,
that.
I'm not going shopping. I'm going to go find my house.
All right.
And I'm not being sneaky, but I'm also not telling anyone what I'm doing. I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm glad I rubbed off on
Good.
you.
Do I notice her going off?
Yeah. Are you not
Oh, not this
sneaking?
music.
She's not
Yeah, she's
sneaking.
I'm
not
not trying
sneaking.
hard, but I am trying to just kind of like quietly go on my way.
Cole turns to Odrin and is like, "Do I need to, or should we say shopping?"
How about I finish shopping for the stuff, you just follow at a distance and make sure nobody actually has recognized her and tries to kill her?
Cole gives you a thumbs up and turns invisible.
I forgot you could do that.
Amazing.
I love that sound.
All right. It's a fun one. I love using
good
it. Yeah. All right. So if there's anything else that y'all want to buy in town, just put it in Roll20. All right. So Hap, you get to where your grove was. It is significantly smaller than it was, but you do immediately recognize the largest tree at the center, where the branches kind of stretch outward, almost like a cradle or a nest, like a bowl you could just plop yourself into right in its branches, with a
Because I
fewer
did.
smaller trees still standing around it.
That's where I did plop myself in the branches. Are you my tree? This is my home and you heard it! What did you do? I'm gonna go up to the tree. I'm going to tree. What happened? I'm gonna talk to my tree. This is gonna be a little bit weird because in my memory, I was always able to talk to the tree, but now I can actually talk to the tree. It's a weird thing. What happened to you? I'm back. What happened? Hmm? Are you okay?
I don't have the voice. Yeah, I don't have the voice changer today, but
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a tree.
yeah.
Is my tree okay?
You,
Is my tree?
you get back like a whisper that rustles like wind through the leaves. Hello, child.
Huh?
What'd
Oh,
you say?
now we hear you.
We didn't hear you. Yeah,
No,
now we hear you.
no. What happened after I left? What happened to you?
Men with fire and axes.
Which men? Which men did this to you?
Men with blue shields.
When did they do this to you?
After the winter started.
Are you okay?
We live.
What can I do to help you? Is there anything I can do to help you?
I think you know.
Crying.
The forest must grow.
Can you still feel them? Can you feel any of them?
The ones we lost are gone. But the soil is ready for more.
I will get revenge for you, I promise. I will not let this happen again.
Go, little sapling. Help the forest grow.
I will. I'm just gonna stay there in my tree. I'm just gonna stay there in my tree for a while.
Meanwhile, Ada is walking into a very similar situation. It's overgrown now. It's been a few years. But you can still see the foundation and a few charred beams where your house once stood.
As I walk up to it, I'm fiddling with the ring of mind shielding, and I'm trying really hard to focus on all of the happy memories. And my brother's running while Hilda tries to get them to come in. They're trying to teach me how to wield a blade and then eventually giving up, and Sindri and Hilda deciding to teach me magic instead. And just, it's like this montage of good things. And I am throwing it as hard as I can at Senric. And if I could do psychic damage with it, it would. And I just say to him, "That's what your money bought. That's what you destroyed. And I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna throw it down in the dirt and press it into the ground with my boot. Um, and then I'm just gonna go cross the threshold and go to where the hearth was and just sit and feel the earth and just I start talking, and I know you're not all here. You haven't been here in a long time. But I think about you all the time. And I don't think I ever realized how lucky I was. And I'm just so grateful for the home and the family and the love that you gave me. And I didn't get to say goodbye. And it was a long time that I wished I was with you. But I, even if just a memory of you can hear me, I think I still want to see you again. But I know I want to live first now. And I wanted you to know that. And it felt important. And I just needed to come home. And I'll just sit for a while until I get really cold.
Roll an investigation check for me, please.
And that one, I have inspiration. I didn't
You
use
do.
it all.
Oh, good.
Aha.
I
That
had
counts as a
backup
natural
plan.
one.
Does it count?
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's still in that one.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh.
Alrighty. It works.
Oh.
And that was not
You're-
the odor inspiration. That is still here.
All right. You sit there for quite a long time. Your hands just kind of skimming the ground around you. And you almost miss it, but just as you're about to get up and leave, your fingers brush over something that doesn't feel quite like the dirt and pebbles that you were feeling a moment ago. You dust it off, and there's a little wooden beaded bracelet over a strip of leather, handmade, hand painted beads. Um, it was it belonged to, I think, Hilda, but it looks almost pristine, not touched by the ash or any of the burning.
I think finding that is when Ada finally cries. It's like that's what the fact that it made it somehow is what gets her.
All right. I think now is as good a time as any for a quick little break. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in about 8 minutes. See you in a few.
Wow.
Welcome back. All right. So, everybody is, I'm assuming, made it back to town, got all the shopping you want done, basic supplies are replenished. If there's anything that you want to retroactively shop for after our session is over, just message me, because I've never been a big fan of shopping episodes that don't, like, further the plot, so I'm like, that can be done
That's
offline.
fair.
While
You all wake up.
if I I was gonna ask. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not done with my
Yes.
I was gonna
shenanigans.
say
Okay.
I so while we're hanging out in the town, everybody else is off having their moments. Trun would probably grab Sigrid after she's done shopping for whatever, and Odrun's done shopping or whatever, and say, what if we were to head over to the mead hall and see if we can't find somebody who might be discontent with the current leadership? Just overhearing, see if we can figure out why.
Oh yeah, that'd be exciting with the giant turkey leg in my hand.
Yeah, with the giant.
I'm
turkey
enjoying this. I don't get out much, guys. This is very exciting for me. This whole couple
I love
weeks.
it so much. Oh my god. Oh, just
Yeah,
wait.
you've
Alexi.
This
Oh
is
no.
probably the first, like, I guess you probably saw people in Oakton, but that was like mostly
Amazing.
humans.
The
But
first real
yeah,
raider
Tunn-Arg,
town other than
you're still getting used to, like, not so many tall folk around. You see basically no tall folk here, like, the whole time you've been here.
I'm gonna be honest. Am I supposed to be really upset because this is technically the closest civilization to far landing, and we've been being like getting the crap beat out of us by giants, and I'm just saying they don't notice any big giants right around. I don't know if Sigrun would put this together or not, because we kind of went a funny way around, but that's in the back of Sarah's head is all that I'm saying.
No, it's a valid
We have a map.
wonder. You have a map. You can see on the map.
We have a map.
You could have made that connection.
Join the club.
You've had time.
She's glaring at everybody. I'll keep my mouth shut.
That's
but
great.
There's a glare with my
Yeah,
turkey
yeah.
leg.
Join the Living Plain Hate Club.
Sigrid,
Perception's on.
I told you what these people did, right? It's my people.
To which one of you?
It's my people.
Well, no, I've not heard yours yet. Oh my god.
About the volcano. I thought I told you about that. Okay.
Well, I heard about the volcano, but not the specific who.
What was these people?
Why are we here?
Because we want to overthrow the current leadership. Personally, I'd rather just slaughter all of them, but for some reason everybody else wants to just, current leadership. I'm a bit
I brought the
indiscriminate.
wrong bag with me on land.
Yeah.
Crap. I really wish you guys would have talked to me about this before I got off the ship.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's cool.
I thought I told you this one, but I guess not. Okay, so let's head to the mead hall and let's hear if we can find any malcontents that we can talk up and maybe stir up.
I'd like my perception to be super on and everything. I trust nothing and no one.
Okay. Yeah, you can do perception, or you can argue another tactic for information gathering.
I so just want to go with my passive because I'm scared I'm gonna roll much lower, but I'm gonna.
You're gonna have to roll either way.
I know. Okay, it's fine. It's cool.
Okay,
Forget
okay.
it.
I'll also roll my perception.
Yep.
Hey! 26.
We're
Look at y'all.
on it.
Yeah.
Heads on swivel.
Let's see.
Back to back as we walk through the town in circles.
Yeah, so you both end up, like, getting drinks, like, chit-chatting with people, making small talk at the bar, and you end up hearing a few conversations. One that stands out to Odrun. You hear a woman complaining to the lady next to her. Look, Oakside isn't listening. I keep telling him that Berger was sent away, and I need him back here, but he won't give me a reason for why he was exiled. I just want to know if Berger is okay, you know?
Was Berger the guy that we went and saw? Okay, thank you. I was like,
At the
wait a second.
Werebear settlement.
Werebear, that's what he was.
Yep.
Okay.
Werebear, because werewolves are not as common here. They're werebears.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. And then, Sigrun, you hear another person. Man, looks like the crops are gonna be a bit tight this year again. If they didn't keep chopping everything down and building their own stuff, it'd be a lot easier to actually keep things running properly. But I just don't know if we're gonna have enough for a whole lot longer. Any idea when this whole winter thing will let up?
Oh no.
So that's what you both overhear.
Odrin would kind
I feel a little
of
guilty about that.
Yeah, Odrin would kind of elbow Sigrun a little bit and say, "Hey, you didn't meet him, but I actually met the person that they're talking about, the exiled one. I'm just gonna go let her know that he's okay, and then see if she knows about anything else like that happening."
I get it. And I'm eyes on the wall watching her back as she goes to tell him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
gotcha.
so Odrin goes over to the lady who was talking about Berger.
Yep. Oh. Well,
Hi.
there.
Hi, sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I happened to overhear you talking about Berger?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My husband.
Sorry, did you say your husband?
It's just kind of awkward. I whisper to Aldrune, maybe don't say anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But I'm very happy to let you know that I actually have seen Berger. Yeah, okay.
You have.
Yes, we visited, hang on, what's the name of that island? There it is. We visited him on, he was sent to Otso. And,
Otso.
yeah.
Where's Otso?
So, it's actually not too far from where they were having the Drift Hall this year. It's up
What,
by
up by
Tuck?
Tuck? Where
Yeah.
the Nadal are?
Yeah, it's up by Tuck. There's a community of people who are, like him there.
Really? Whole
Yes.
community.
A whole community. It's really, really quite nice. They know how to party up there. He actually has been very
Stuart
active
said
there.
he committed a crime, but he wouldn't tell me what the crime was.
As far as I
Feels like
know,
he was trying to get away.
the crime that he committed was he was on land that Kari Brannister wanted. That's as far as I can tell. I'm sorry about the news of that, but I'm happy to tell you he's okay.
It's good to hear that he's well. Though I do wish you were here. It's been harder to hold on to our land with him gone. I don't know how much longer we can hold out, and without that land, I don't really have any resources to take care of the kids.
Yeah. Where is your land, if I may ask?
It's on the edge of the forest, or what remains of the forest.
Yeah. He seems to be doing a lot of expansion up there. What's that about? What's he doing?
Hell's if I know.
Is he trying to make himself into some sort of a fucking Vander where he has a whole, walled up area?
And next thing you know, I'll be drinking that silly wine.
Yeah, I had some of that recently. That was, it's good for kids, I guess. Well, I'm
It's the only way
sorry
I can
about...
get my oldest to sleep. Anyway.
Well, I really just wanted to tell you news of him. I think that anyway, if anything were to ever get too bad, at least you know where he is, and you might be able to get there. Yeah. If you want, I didn't introduce myself. Hi, I'm Odrune. I'm one of the Fate Bearers, if you may have heard about us.
Hi, Svala.
Svala, nice to meet you. If you ever need to, you can always name drop and say that you're a friend of the Fate Bearers and see if somebody will give you a ride ride or give you a hand.
Thank you.
Sure. I'm
It's
sorry I
good to
couldn't
know
do
that
more.
somebody cares about this.
Yeah. Yeah. This world is a bit lacking in care these days.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like the world is ending, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do to stop that if it really does end up happening. Keep this whole frisbee spinning through space.
Well, fate bearer. I hope all goes well with your journey.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna get back to my friends now, but I hope that helps.
Of course. I'll be in touch if I need it.
Sounds
Okay.
great. Okay.
Any other shenanigans for this day?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Lay it on me.
I may have spent some time after mourning what has become of my home and my tree family. Getting a car to turn into a flying deer? Maybe?
Flying deer?
So,
Because it's a
I decided
medium
now's the time.
CR0 creature.
Yeah, medium-sized CR0 creature that I have ability to give a flying speed to. That I'm gonna do right
Not the right
now.
music for this.
I love
Alright.
this.
It's gonna be a goat, but I decided a deer has the agile ability, which I didn't realize they released that, so.
It's really giving me Rocky and Bullwinkle vibes right now.
I haven't decided what the deer looks like yet, because this is actually pretty random. It was supposed to be a goat or a skeleton. I did have a half of mind to do
Yeah,
a
I
flying
had a
skeleton.
goat stat block ready for you.
I
Thanks.
just realized the deer had come out with the agile ability, and the goat doesn't have the
Wow.
agile ability.
Right.
I could have done a vulture.
I had goat
I mean-
sounds. I need you to know this.
Maybe,
So-
maybe we'll switch that.
Question.
I mean,
I don't have deer sounds. Is there a different sound that your weird flying
doesn't
deer
matter.
makes? Okay, it's
sounds like
gonna
a
sound
goat.
like a goat.
It's gonna sound like a goat.
Great, that's canon now.
Yep.
pretty similar.
Have a deer that flies and sounds like a goat. Okay.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
not a stealthy
Um,
familiar.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I'm going to get on my flying deer goat.
Oh my god.
It's gonna have very dramatic horns. Honestly, I'm picturing. Do you know? Everyone knows Princess Mononoke Ashitaka's like deer that he rides around. Like, just picture that. It's very nice. With goat sounds, less majestic.
This is appropriate music.
Are you gonna
Um,
fly into Tunn-Arg on this thing?
I haven't decided because I'm
Oh my
actually.
god! They're really scary.
Okay,
No,
wait, are you
if I
flying on this
floated
thing?
Oh my god.
I will be flying on this thing.
Okay.
Back on to Tunn-Arg. First, I am flying above my grove to get an aerial view of what's going on here. To see if there's anything endangering my grove nearby at this moment. This is like Santa's reindeer version of deer. They're just flying.
Oh, it doesn't even have wings.
Anything
It's just like trotting
just
through
flying.
the air. Like,
Yeah, it's just trying through
Trotting
the air.
through the air.
It just
It
is.
said it says I can give my familiar a fly speed. It did not say I could give my familiar wings, so I just imagine them just running through the air right now.
yeah, that's valid.
Very Santa's reindeer.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I
E.T.
mean, I could
style.
have given
This is
it a
beautiful.
swim speed, but that seems
Alright.
silly.
What are you trying to accomplish right now?
Okay, so first thing I'm trying to accomplish is as I'm over my grove, looking around for any immediate danger. Any immediate sign of construction, anything really. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna stop.
No, that's fine.
I'm
Karn
gonna so
is
much
probably very chatty.
Alright. Um, roll perception with advantage because you have an aerial view.
Okay. Perception. I am not great at this. 18.
Yeah, you get a nice view of the area surrounding the grove. It doesn't look like there's anything immediately encroaching on it. There is like the occasional just wanderer or cart that passes on the road that's pretty close to your grove, but there's nothing that seems to be like threatening the trees. Everybody seems to be giving it a wide berth.
Okay. Now, when you say pretty close, are we saying like they can see the trees from the road?
Yes.
Ugh, I hate that. I don't like that at all. I need to learn how to make trees grow to cover that very fast because it's very uncomfortable. Great. Do I see the fortress in the distance?
Yes.
Great! Can I use silent image to make a cloud-like appearance around me and my flying familiar as I head in that direction?
You certainly can.
Great! I'm
This
gonna
bouncy
fly in that
cloud.
direction, looking like a cloud. Or fog.
Like in
You're
Mario
like a foggy
Party.
cloud.
or like Mario Brothers with a bouncy cloud.
Just a low flying, like perfectly shaped 10 by 10 cloud.
I know what clouds
Nice
look
and
like,
fluffy.
and that's what I'm making.
With a
Yeah.
big smiley
Okay.
face
Great,
on it.
I'm heading towards the fortress.
That
Bye.
that Baz or whatever makes that weird sound every so often.
A car hopefully knows when to be
Um,
quiet, when not to be quiet.
Alright, let's see. With your 18 perception, on the way to the fortress, you do notice a cart that seems to have stopped on the road. You also notice a group of raiders that seem to be tied to trees on the side of the road, and two people holding weapons up to what looks like some kind of priest or cleric.
Oh dear.
Is India
Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
Sorry, you cut out.
like
Say it one more
insignia, any sort of like indication, colors, something?
The cart does have symbology that you know is related to Luta. So very commonly worshipped by the Lutans.
And so there's a bunch of raiders tied up to a tree, and who tied them up? Like, how many aggressors are there?
I have a feeling.
Two gentlemen. Can't quite make
Two
out their
gentlemen.
features from here.
Okay, and they are not dressed in Lutan insignia colors uniform.
You can't tell from here.
Okay, no like blaring blue shields.
Nope.
Nothing like that. Okay, cool. And the people tied up are definitely Lutan.
They're definitely raiders.
With a cart that it has signals of Luta on it. Yeah, they're probably Lutan. They probably deserve it. Moving on to the fortress.
Okay, you see a fortress?
Great. How well guarded does this fortress look?
Well, you don't see anybody patrolling the outside. You see two doors, one on the north side, one on the west side, and that's about all you see as far as ways to get in. There's not really any windows or places that you can look in.
No windows in this whole place.
Nope.
Did you decide that just now that you figured out they can fly?
No, it was it was built
Oh,
into
they
this.
can fly
There's
to a
literally-
window?
I can show you on the map. There are no windows.
Great, I would love to see that. Actually. Can we see? I need to plan a
Actually,
possible
I think I can
entry.
since you're like physically there.
I am physically here. I would like to see
You
if
are
there's anyone.
physically
I
there.
am
Sure, why
planning
not?
to burn it down at some point. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I would like to burn this place to the ground. So,
If it's
I need to
stone, that
know.
might be a
It's
problem.
made of stone.
Okay, I would like to shatter this place to the ground. Break it some way. I just need to know what I'm scouting right now on my
Mhm.
on my cloud deer above.
Yep.
I would like to know what
Um,
I'm looking at.
Ignore the circle on the bottom left of this map and the square on the bottom right. Those are like different, like maps of different parts of the fortress. But you see a rounded tower on the southwest corner. It's about 2 stories tall. This is broader and bigger than most raider structures that you see. It almost looks like there's elements of Bander design going into it. It looks a lot more similar to what you saw at Rock Pike.
I can't see it. It's
Yeah, it's
invisible
all
to me.
black.
It should be all black on the inside. You should be able to see the outside if you're at the bottom of the map.
You
Okay.
can kind of see a vague outline.
I
Yeah,
get
you can
a.
just see the outline, but
Alright,
that's
there's
it.
a door
I think that's all.
here.
Yeah.
This is like, it's not
Yeah,
like a
there's a-
wall.
There's a door over
There's
here,
not like a.
and then
I
a door
see
way
this
up there.
door. So is this door. Is this a door?
Yep.
And the roof, it said it was like 2 stories high.
Yep.
Is there like a balcony?
No balconies.
No windows at all on the 2nd floor?
Nope.
What's the roof made out of? Also stone, I'm guessing?
It's also stone.
You're telling me no air circulation at all?
Hard to say.
So, you're telling me if I
Uh-oh.
block both of the exits, they would all die?
Oh my
Is that how
god.
it works?
I'm not saying that.
Good. You're telling me if I manage to collapse this building, there's no little window they can scurry out of? You're telling me I like set a fire in there and then block the doors, they would all die?
Did anybody happen to follow Hap when Hap
No.
went to
No!
that cove?
Not a
Okay,
single
making sure.
one!
Cool.
We
Oh,
learn better than to try.
And Paul Salvina.
Ada and Cole make a perception check. I just have to see, just in case.
You didn't notice I was there anymore? Like, I still haven't come back?
Oh, mine's only
Ada's
a 20.
crying!
It doesn't have the +3.
Okay.
I like to point out Ada's
Um,
crying right now.
Ada, you notice a really low cloud that is headed it's like about 60 feet above the ground. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet. And it looks like a normal cloud, but it's like flying in a very straight line.
I like to be 120 feet actually in the air.
Sure,
That's as
how
far
Paul,
as my
are
other
you
class can
invisible?
go.
I feel like I
bet-
stand up and I see this.
I would like to point out I am at least 5 miles away. At
You don't
least.
know where Ada's parents lived?
I said they lived
I'm
out
just
on the
saying,
outside of town.
from town.
You didn't say what part of town is the outside. It could have been the foresty part.
I'm just
I
saying.
did say it was the
From
foresty
the center
part.
of town.
I imagine Cole's invisibility had like worn off after an hour, so he'd just be sitting like at a tree nearby, and
Yeah,
Ada
like,
just
on
happens
guard.
to go look and see him.
None of you know I can fly.
Yeah,
I would
but
love
we
to
don't
know
put
your
anything
rationality.
past
You
at
here
this
makes sense. Do you see that?
Sorry, what? Huh?
I love how Ada knows that Cole is there.
Well, I feel like it turned around and there he is.
Yeah.
Is that what
Weird
happened?
cloud.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna just roll an intelligence check to see if I think it's Hap. I think it's Hap.
Do I have to roll anything?
No,
Can Hap do that?
no, this is just deduction.
Does anyone know what Hap can do?
No.
Hap was
Yeah, you notice it is
pissed
on
we
the
didn't
path
know
towards
she could
the
do
briny
Mage Hand.
lakes.
Okay. Do we follow?
I mean, it could also be a
really-
Jotun, but
It's a really foolish. Okay, but if it's a Jotun, don't we have to kill those?
I mean, yeah. I feel like it's Hap.
How fast is the cloud moving again?
My fly speed is 40 feet.
Please tell me it
And
bleeps
for
as
just
it goes across.
dashing, so
Yeah,
80
it's
feet, I
funny.
guess, if we're dashing.
So like
All we're doing is
800 feet per minute.
That's pretty fast.
Can we catch up?
unencumbered. I mean,
Do we have to?
Well, if it's Hap, I want to make sure Hap's okay.
anyway,
Well,
makes
could-
sense.
I
Fine,
mean,
Hap's
Happens
in a
space
fucking
ages.
cloud.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen a Hap become a cloud before, so maybe it's like it's a new thing. I don't know, but maybe
You
that's like
also
I don't know if it's a
hadn't-
good or.
You also hadn't seen Hap have a shrub child until a couple days ago.
Please don't bring that up.
Oh, shit, I gotta get a present. I forgot about that. Ew.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
You should,
Separate reminder, there's
let me,
unfinished business between the two of you.
It's fine. If you want to go back, I can go check. It's fine. It's
No, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. You don't have to go by yourself.
fine. Well, you seem reluctant to follow the Hap Cloud.
Although I just feel like Hap has proven she can take care of herself, but happy to go follow the Hap cloud.
Totally. Of course, Hap could take care of herself. Also, I just don't like this place. so,
I
Um,
don't either. It's terrible.
so
Should we go follow the cloud?
I'm gonna follow the cloud.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Okay.
All right. You start following the cloud, and it takes you down a reasonably well-cleared path.
Especially
And
all the
spin
Hap
out.
cloud.
Is the cloud following a path?
Yeah, you at least point yourself in the direction. You're pretty confident that Hap is headed towards the briny lakes, the fortress, somewhere in that vicinity. So you kind of point yourself in that general direction. You come upon a carriage with emblems and details related to the Church of Lutan. You see a cleric tied to a tree with a bunch of other what seems to be guards. Nobody seems to be all that badly hurt, but there's two guys rifling through the belongings there. And I have art.
Ooh.
Give me a sec.
I would love it this the Hap
I've
cloud.
cast pass without a trace.
Yes.
To be
Sure.
certain.
Just in case.
One sec.
Just in case.
Alright.
I support this.
Okay.
Oh,
They're rifling through. So, alright,
Oh.
They're
they're
definitely
rifling through
bros.
what looks like rifling through a chest of belongings, and then the one with black hair kind of like turns around. Oh wait, you did pass without trace.
I sure did.
Both of you roll stealth checks.
Oh my god.
I also gave myself Blessing of the Trickster earlier. I haven't used it yet.
Mhm. Yep.
That's a plus 22.
So 22 and 24.
24.
Okay. Okay. So what you overhear then, as you completely avoid notice, is the elf. It's like, now, stay calm, everyone. This will all be over very, very soon. We shall be out of your hair in just a few moments. And the other one's like, yeah, no, don't you worry about a thing. Now, where are we gonna actually fence this stuff? Because we gotta actually figure out well, we just gotta give it back to the people, you know? Like, who? We have to, maybe we should find out who took it, like who they took it
Cole,
from. Oh yeah, that
it's
might
the
be good.
Bildrat boys.
Do they even know what they're doing?
It doesn't seem like it.
Is it our problem?
I mean, do we want to get to the cloud?
I think the cloud's our problem.
Yeah.
We've kind of claimed the cloud is our problem, or we could just wait here. I think we'll come back eventually.
If you could message anybody.
There are 2 people just chilling in a tavern.
If you want to,
Okay.
Just
it's up
you
to
know.
you.
Okay.
Hey, Bildrat boys are here.
I'm gonna cast
Yeah.
sending to Sigrid.
Oh no, you've never done this before.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Sigrid,
Just gonna grab a
Oh,
Juzar
and-
while this is happening.
I
It's gonna look
followed
at you
an
like,
odd
"What's wrong?"
cloud that we think is Hap, and we're on the path, and the Bildrat boys are here. You should come. Just follow the path.
We have to go.
Is this some new spiritual thing you have going on?
I don't know. I'm 83% certain that Ada was in my head somehow.
Oh, yeah, she can do that.
I can't tell. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. Normally, she sends to people who are not part of our group, so I am so sorry. I didn't even think to tell you that she could do that.
It's we get so much worse. There's
Yeah.
a cloud.
You what?
I don't
Why-
know.
What about a
Let's go this
cloud?
way. We gotta go.
Okay.
All right, Hap, what are you
Just
up
like
to?
A
follows.
panic cloud.
A panic cloud? How do we know
Let's
clouds
go.
have emotions?
I'm trying to still figure out the best way to take out this fortress here. And I'm still considering the fact that there's only 2 exits. Like, I am pretty certain there's only 2 exits, right? And no windows.
God, you are so Tim Cutthroat.
From what you've seen so far,
They-
yes.
Look, you might be like
The
Ada's
Bildrat
all
boys are
sad
not.
with her multiple family deaths,
You
but
don't
I
know
too
who's inside though.
that you don't know about. I don't think that really matters to me unless
You do remember somebody mentioning that they had conscripted thralls to help build this place, and that they potentially can keep prisoners here, and that there's a vault with evidence that will take down the whole conspiracy with Kari Brannisker and Gunnar.
sleeping gas? Is that a thing?
Don't think so at this point.
If it's on your character sheet, then you can do it. Anything
Now
else?
chloroform.
Does
No,
Grimnir have aerial warfare yet?
Invent chloroform.
no.
They have Hap the cloud.
If there's half the cloud, there's
With
aerial
Eldritch
warfare.
Blast.
How strong is stone?
Oh my god. It has an AC of 50. I don't know.
Specifically,
It's-
roof stone.
This roof specifically, you're not sure.
Yeah.
You have not blown up a fortress like this.
Are we gonna test it out with a cloud ramming itself into a tower while people just walk?
Why would it ram? I have
don't know what to
other
do.
options. You have seen me
The
blast
most
away.
you've been able to break is about like one little corner of this place. You can maybe bust up a little bit of the tower, but you definitely couldn't bust up the entire place with the magic you have currently at your disposal.
Hey Cole, should I message Hap and just confirm whether or not the weird cloud is her while we stand here and wait for everyone?
They're
and
just
watch these
standing out in
two
the
rumble
open
about?
in front of an enemy.
No, we're
rifle?
hidden.
No, they're hiding.
We're hidden.
Okay, okay. You're right. I don't know if I can see them.
Just in case.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Maybe it's not Hap that's the cloud.
Yeah, we're just being silly.
It sounds like you're
okay.
being really
A
hopeful
cloud
about this.
eldritch blasting a tower.
Thinking about it.
Hap, I know you like your secrets, but are you flying in a cloud right now? Please confirm. Please advise.
Please
So-
advise.
When you send a message, do you know what direction the message goes in? Or does it just
No, it's
disappear? Do you
sending.
have sending?
I
yeah,
use the third
it's
level
sending.
spell. It's sending.
Yeah,
It just goes.
it just goes. You have no idea what direction that message is going in. Like, you can't tell that the magic is leaving
You
this
can
way.
lie.
this
Honestly
way.
goes to the person.
If
Oh,
I must,
I
I
wasn't
will cast
gonna
a
lie.
state
I was
creature.
not gonna answer.
Yeah, it's all
Just gonna
long
gaslight
distance
and girl
psychic
boss as
communication.
usual.
You ghost us.
Girl boss
Well,
cast?
I know she got the message. She ignored me.
So she's the cloud.
Do
Yeah.
we happen upon them at this point?
I
Yep.
try to. Okay.
Although, Odrun, and Sigrun, are you stealthing or not stealthing?
I'm gonna be honest. I was rushing because of the cloud, so I wasn't thinking to stealth.
I
if I'm
think
being
Odrun
frank.
eventually would kind of rein her in a smidgen and be like,
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, we're in something that could possibly be considered enemy territory for some of our people. We might want to keep an eye out.
I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Cool.
All right, roll stealth checks.
Fabulous. Oh, it's not the +5.
You're
it's
fine.
19, 29.
42.
Jesus.
No,
Doesn't
32.
matter.
Sorry,
Oh,
32.
better than we do. We did.
Mm-hmm.
So does
Yeah,
that mean we
you
get the jump on
are-
Ada
You
and
are
Cole?
shadows. You are the
Yeah,
knight.
they don't do that. Let's get him, Odrun. Let's scare him. They don't notice we're here.
I'm not sure scaring Cole is a good
right.
idea.
Alright, then you get Ada. I'll get Cole.
You might get stabbed!
I'm going for it, guys. Just.
Oh my god. Trent's just like, we're all gonna die.
Ew. That's all.
All right,
Wait,
Ada
it's
and Cole
scary.
roll a charisma save.
Oh, we're both so charismatic.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Oh,
great.
you
Okay.
are. Well, Ada.
Cole, you
is.
are startled.
Cole swings.
Whoa!
I
Acrobatics?
warned you.
Worth it.
Oh god. I'm sorry.
Alright,
So
you
there's a
four
cloud,
reunited.
there's who are these people? What's
Um,
going on? I'm sorry, I'm very confused.
Oh,
Clouds
that-
clouds going to the fortress. I think these are the guys, the boys.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
boys.
Bildrat.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh. That's not shocking.
I hear Beastie Boys now every time.
Anytime somebody goes
Really? No
gives a gang
guards?
boys in it, you know that they're bound to be inexperienced.
I
Alright.
agree.
I can go
And we're
say
pretty
hi if you guys want to
sure
stay hiding.
Hap. We think Hap is the cloud because I asked her if she was the cloud and got no response, but I know she heard the message.
Oh, that sounds about right. Okay, so what are we gonna do? I thought we were gonna come out this way until tomorrow.
That's what we all thought, and then I saw a fucking cloud.
And you're
Okay, seriously
you're
though,
sure that it's
no
Hap?
guards.
What are you doing?
No guards at all anywhere.
I think it's Hap.
Not on the outside.
I mean, I know. Okay, all right.
Arrow
I mean, I trust you.
slits?
All right.
Weren't we told that these guys like knew like something about the?
Yeah, the one was
Should
a
we talk to
thrall
them?
that helped build it.
I think we should just talk to them.
Any
Do you think we should
weird
get
They
them
didn't help
away
build it yet.
from the other
digging
Lutan?
area outside, like secret tunnel, exit, anything like that?
Because
I
right
can
now
tell from
they're
above.
just making idiots of themselves in front of the other Lutan. Don't you think we should like signal them to get them away?
Yeah,
They're at
I
least tied
could
up.
message, like not sending, but like message, the one where I point at people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast message at who looks more fun to talk to freak out. Espen.
Esmond, okay.
Yep. And cast message. Excuse me. Vandal sent us.
Echo.
I can assure you there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. Who are you talking to? You didn't hear that. For what?
Message Dag.
I love this.
Hello.
Call is giggling.
Vandal sent us.
Ah, spawn of a
Supposed to
witch.
meet up with
Oh.
you.
Oh. You heard? Okay. Okay. All right.
Come back toward the town.
All right. They
Save the
look at the
people.
tied up people, and they take their sacks full of loot, and they're like, "All right, now you don't go stealing nothing from any more folks, you hear? Or we'll be back."
Odrun snorts.
Message. That was very scary. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe you shouldn't
They start
encourage
walking
them, they
toward the
suck at
town.
this.
I know.
All right, Hap. What were you doing specifically?
Looking for arrow slits in the wall.
There are none.
And then I was
Seems more
looking
like
for the
a
surrounding.
bunker.
Yeah, no shit. And then I was looking in the surrounding area if I could see any construction or disturbance of the ground or any place that looks like it could be the secret tunnel entrance.
Secret tunnel! Sorry.
Roll investigation for a secret tunnel.
Okay.
You simply must.
You know what? Can I
have to.
automatically succeed this?
In this case, I'm gonna say that this is contested.
Ah!
I know there's a secret tunnel! That means there's a secret tunnel.
Not
That means there's a
necessarily.
Yeah, well, if they can
That is
assume
not
a weird
necessary.
cloud is me, and they can assume that a message is me, then I can assume a contested role is the secret tunnel. They make
No,
assumptions.
that's
I
meta
can make
knowledge. That is
I'm
all
gonna
meta
assume.
knowledge.
We're all meta knowledging here. Okay.
We.
Did I want to use. Did I have inspiration?
I think we all got
I think we all
inspiration.
did
Let's
after
Great.
last time.
Can I? I want to roll again for secret tunnel.
Okay.
I think TJ wins this round.
Do I have a sad trombone noise?
Oh no!
That
You
was beautiful.
fall out of your
That
cloud.
That was beautiful.
What?
Incredible.
This is
That was-
investigation, not roll.
That was beautiful.
Wow. Wow.
That was
Well,
Cool.
That was great.
You actually don't see the tower at all anymore.
The tower is suddenly enveloped in your cloud.
How long does silent image last?
well, I mean, I can cast it at will, so
It will? Wild.
it's an Eldritch Invocation.
Hilarious.
God.
I'm just gonna leave now. I'm gonna go back to my
Mhm.
grove, actually.
At this point,
Okay.
Odrin's gonna be kind of
It is
watching
a
the
good
cloud,
thing.
waiting for them, and going, oh,
Mhm.
oh, I think she's moving.
Isn't it weird?
I think she's
It definitely
moving.
Does it
gives half
scream half-
energy.
I think you're right, because I don't normally see clouds go someplace and circle someplace and then start going back the direction they came from.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I get back to my grove and I'm sad and dejected, I am planning on casting plant growth to overgrow the area between the tree and the road. So I'm gonna sit in my tree, a little dejected, as I speak aloud my plans to burn the whole building down, or destroy the building, or knock it to the ground, as I attempt to basically create more of a wall of foliage between the trail and the path and my trees with overgrowth.
I have a
plant growth.
question. Just for my own personal edification, does Hap tell her tree that she's a mom?
I mean, eventually I'd probably get to that, but
Okay, I was just
Actually,
curious.
I mean, I was
It came apparent
asked.
like yesterday.
True.
Yeah, I don't know if my question of if she, the mother tree, can feel the others included that particular tree, but I'm gonna hang out my tree for a bit.
I will say on your flight over, you did see your party members who seem to be in some kind of clearing with an elf and a grim couple of gentlemen.
Well, looks like they got that handled, because if they die to those two, they at my party, that's clearly imposters.
Okay.
Alright.
I just want the record to state that I have given opportunities to be present for plot.
I mean, once I'm done
We
with
all
playing
know.
roads
We know.
and rested a
Just
bit,
making
I'll
sure.
I'll trot up the road on my new deer. Not flying.
You're now.
I'm just gonna eventually give me a little bit. I'll trot up the road on the deer.
On the deer.
On the deer.
On the deer.
On the
Okay.
deer. Might as well.
All right.
I mean, I'm faster than a deer,
Um,
but like, why put in that effort?
So
Actually, am I faster
you'll
than a deer? I gotta double check.
you'll arrive in just a few moments. But just before you get there,
Oh no, the deer's faster than me. Oh, that's fun.
you will say that that Vandal sent you.
Yeah. Yeah. He told us you guys were working this area.
Ah, yes. Yeah, we got a little bit of a heist planned that we're gonna hopefully roll out pretty soon. We just have a few like pieces that aren't quite clicking, you know.
What are those
What
pieces?
pieces?
Can we help?
Well, we have tried breaking into it before. It did not go well the first time.
What happened?
Wonder why.
What do you do successfully?
Well, we made it in through past the first guard through the gate, but then Dag got caught behind the portcullis, and was had to kind of fight his way through quite a bit of mess to escape. Took a few months actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but this
was-
time it's gonna go a lot better. We got a plan. I got a map all sketched out. Here, let me show you.
Odrin takes a look at the map since they have skill with cartographer's tools.
And Sigrun is already not certain because you're doing this right in front of the place you're trying to break into. Seems like a very bad plan already.
We're pretty far back, aren't we?
We're in the bushes.
Really? Okay.
We're not just standing out front of it.
No, I'm assuming you're like a ways away, like.
Oh,
close
thank
to
God.
the
I was
rock,
like,
hard,
this
is
like they
not
just
gonna
found a
work.
clearing. Yeah, no. They actually invite you. They're like, "Ooh, we have a few tents and a campfire set up. If you would like to join us, in our little hidey hole."
Sure.
Insight check.
Sure.
Sure, insight check.
On
I'd like to make one too for
both
fun.
of them? Yeah.
Honestly,
why not?
same. If everyone's doing it.
Go for it. Anybody who wants to,
Odrin's looking at the map.
including Hap, who has finally caught up.
Okay.
Call
Alright.
Papa's dear.
Yep.
That gets Odrin's attention.
I'm doing insight. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
If you want, you don't
Odrin
have
leans
to.
a little closer to
Yeah.
Cole.
Why did I bother? I don't know.
These guys are shifty.
Was that supposed to be really good insight? That tracks to
That's
me.
your insight.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
you.
obviously.
Does Hap often employ woodland creatures for rides? We haven't spent know yet.
Hey, this is Drew's first time seeing a Karn then. Like proof of a Karn, because this is a Karn now.
Well, you don't know that.
It's like a
I
moment.
don't know that. Last
You have
I
no
saw,
idea
it
that
was
this
a
is
leak.
a car. Yeah.
Exciting.
Hap does a lot of things.
Well, this I know. So you've
At some
never seen her
point-
use, like, summon a woodland creature like some sort of fairy princess?
Half the time Hap does anything, it's a surprise to me.
I love how Call never just asks Hap, the one person who probably
Because
could.
that's Hap's business, and he doesn't want to be invasive.
I
Your
ask you shit all the time.
continued sanity is impressive.
That's fair.
Right.
I think it's probably because he doesn't ask that he remains sane.
I
And
think
he just
that's what it is.
accepts
'Cause
I think that's really what it is.
Are you guys saying that you're all
Halt,
sane?
On God. Who's
Do
the
I
chipmunk
need to do an
here?
inside check?
Oh,
To my
Chipmunk?
party?
oh,
Chipmunk?
oh, Drew just kind of pulls Cole back. Oh, not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Ooh.
Did I hear that?
Someone
I
please
prepared
grab-
calm
Yep.
emotions.
I'm afraid Calls was about to
Who
jump
said it?
at this guy.
Dag said that. The
Dag
Oh,
said that?
okay.
The grip?
Oh,
The
well,
grip
Luke can
who
be in a few
said that?
pieces on the
Oh,
ground. That's fine.
ah,
Luke can be in a few
okay.
pieces on the ground. That's fine. He can get new loot.
It's
Want to break his
fine.
loot?
It's fine. Nope. It's all right. The loot is pretty. You don't want to break the loot. It's fine. It's fine. He didn't.
I'm
know.
gonna follow
We'll fix
Cole's
it.
lead, by the way. My
Strong
hand's
as
gonna
you
be on
look.
there. I'm trusting.
How strong, how durable does this person look?
How durable?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could they-
You could
not
probably
very.
take him.
Could he survive at least one Eldritch Blast?
Could he survive?
I cast
I don't
calm
have-
emotions.
I combat calm emotion? Am I?
I think you can make like
Chipmunk
there's a
and I
spell save
cast
for
it.
it.
There
In a
is.
20-foot radius.
Did
In a
I?
20-foot radius.
Am I in a 20-foot radius? I just wandered
Yes.
out.
Yeah. All right. It's a
Charisma saving
chariz-
throw.
Yep, charisma
Okay.
save, DC 15.
Should I also make that?
Oh, God.
You are calmed.
I know this is
I
happening,
don't know. I'm
right?
just
Do I make
following
that as
with
well,
you.
or no?
I just did just in
You're
case you.
in the circle.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're in the circle.
Aw, that's kind of
Okay.
cute
Oh,
though.
buddies.
So,
That's hilarious.
All right, you are now
I will
indifferent
know
about a creature of
this-
your choice that's hostile towards.
I'm gonna know that this happened to me
To
after, right?
Dag.
Like, am I aware that I'm
Yeah.
being currently charmed right now?
You watch
in
me
a
cast
way?
the spell. Yes. You watch me do it. To Dag. Don't say
It
fucking
only lasts
chipmunk.
for 1
You
minute.
two know
though.
fucking fighting. Stop.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Call and Hap.
If I become hostile after the spell is cast,
You do. You return to normal after 1 minute.
Oh.
no, but I mean like
I'm
I was
just trying to
hostile,
make a
spell
point.
was cast. Now I'm not hostile, but if I become hostile after the spell was cast, does that like immediately get rid of that emotion? Can I become hostile, or does all hostile
Yes.
emotions? I'm gonna be hostile to Ada here
Yeah,
in a
you're-
second.
You're back to normal after your attitude returns to normal after the spell ends.
Great. Great.
Hey, no offense meant. This, sorry. Beastborn,
Squirrel.
Squirrelborn, valued member of the party, I am assuming.
Yes, very much so. She's just been doing some recon for us.
Well
So
then,
magical.
very happy to have you here, milady.
Did I just get
What was
called a
that?
lady?
What was that? I
Yep.
want an insight check on that.
Not again.
He takes Hap's hand and kisses it.
Oh! What? I did not let that happen! What?
Wow,
I
let's
would
hope
let
the
that
deer.
happen!
Okay. he lets it go.
He didn't have it in the first place!
There are several reasons that Cole
Well, he doesn't-
could
he
try to
doesn't
kill
push.
this guy right now.
Oh wait, I need to make a charisma save for a Karn. 1 second. 1 second.
Oh my god.
Let me double check. Dear charisma.
Gotta be high.
Oh no.
Very high.
Oh no. Actually, charisma's a -3 for deer. I'm still gonna roll it.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh no. A Karn
Oh.
God.
not currently hostile to this person, though they will be in a
Karn's
hot
just eating
second.
grass.
A Karn, I was hoping a Karn would like get me away from this dude before the dude reached me. Like if he's walking towards me, I am really hoping a Karn is doing that.
Sure.
Great. Because they did not succeed on that charming thing. I'm still on my Karn's back. You guys don't know it's a Karn. I gotta figure out a new name for this deer so you guys don't know it's a Karn.
We know a card exists. Just say it's a card.
If the
Have
deer
to
know,
want to
why would I do
admit
that?
a card exists.
Hard, duh.
I don't want to tell you that a
A
Karn
Karn
is a
the flying
deer.
goat deer.
A Dara.
Is the deer coming on the ship?
Seems unsanitary.
This seems to be not important at the moment. What are you guys doing
You
here?
just showed the deer.
We are planning a heist. At least I believe that is what we are all intending to do at this point.
How does the
He
map
behaves?
actually
Sure.
look? Does it look accurate to what Odrin can tell, at least from the outside?
Yeah, it looks like at least the outer perimeter matches the what's illustrated there.
Okay. Because Odrin does not trust this man's accuracy.
Yes, and we'll split the treasure evenly amongst all of us. Dag and I will give our share to those in need, but you feel free to use yours as you wish. Are you in?
We want to know what the heist is first. Before
Oh,
I'm
we
not
need to talk about actually what's in the treasure that we're splitting because there's some items that are very important to us that are going to be coming with us.
Yes, of course. Yeah. You can feel heck if you help us get in and out of that place, we'll get first pickings of whatever you want there. But we know that the vault has records and the boring hush secret stuff that Vandal was talking about. But they also have items that they've pilfered and stolen from clans that they've raided. Lots of other communities, just various treasures and relics that they got. A couple magic
Anything that belongs to the Orn goes with us.
Sounds fair. Very well. So we have the map, we have the location. All we need is a plan. The vault, what we know is there are 2 guarded entrances here and here. The stairs to the vault are near the center, and the vault is in the basement level.
Didn't they say there's prisoners in here too? Or there's people that get locked up in here?
Oh, quite potentially, yes. Yeah, I was kept there for a bit. Not a pretty picture. Seemed to be a little bit separated from where the vault was, though. I never saw it when I was making my way out of there.
Do you have
Gonna
that marked
there.
on here too?
The prison is down the stairs on the south end, south hallway. Those stairs lead down to the prison. It's just a hallway and a few cells. Gunnar, I believe, is we have not seen him enter the fortress recently. He seems to be traveling.
He
Who the fuck is he?
He sent us instead. So.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, am I not working? Oh no, I said
No, it's working.
he sent us instead. So he.
Oh, Vandal sent you. Not,
Yes.
not
Oh,
Gunnar.
okay.
Sorry, Vandal sent us.
And
Oh, I'm
Gunner's
sorry.
traveling.
Gunner and Vandal. I'm sorry.
You're
Oh,
good.
My bad.
So, Any ideas on tactics? The inlock shuffle, the
You don't
barrel
have a
game,
plan.
3-card Vani.
You
Well,
don't have a plan.
Yeah, why are you
We
here?
did
you
have a
two?
plan. and it
You have a semblance of a
didn't
plan?
work. Well, let's see. Our plan the last time was to disguise ourselves as guards. But it seems like they seem to be mostly familiar with each other, so it's not very common for them to swap out with unfamiliar faces. Anyway, didn't work.
That makes sense. Do they know
So-
that you're not a thrall anymore?
No.
Okay.
No, they don't. So if they catch me, I will probably be right back to being conscripted and helping them build more of their garbage.
How well is the prison guarded and watched? When you were down there?
When I was there was usually 1 or 2 guards on that level, but they keep a fair amount of patrols in the hallways on the main level.
My thought is, if one of us, or if I get locked up, I can ethereal step right out of there and get to the other side if there's a way to get you guys in from a back door or something.
I
But
can
I'm not
also
looking at the map.
polymorph someone into like a spider, so
Oh.
Anybody good at picking
Curiosity.
locks?
Out of curiosity, how aware are we about the Lutan Clan and their magical resources?
probably be pretty aware.
That's actually the other issue here. This fortress, the way we got properly caught the first time was they have a security wizard on staff.
Ew.
Oh, that's lovely.
Do we know this? Is security wizard jumping anything in my head? Anyone's head?
It's some seeker named Eon.
Oh, a seeker.
Ugh,
Ada, do you know?
they just suck.
Oh, did
I don't like seekers.
they?
Well,
you know this particular one.
do we
Okay,
need
I'll roll
to? They all probably
history.
suck.
Yep.
Should we be rolling history? Less Lutan people? Like, is this somebody familiar with Lutan?
No, just Ada.
Okay. I don't know if this was like somebody around town.
Let's see. Is it with the +3?
Yeah, I used my rune
Yeah.
for history today.
You've heard the name. It's not somebody you really know personally. They're elven. You don't think they're like originally Lutan. You think they might have been conscripted from somewhere else.
Do I have any sense of like how advanced they are?
Definitely not on. Most people didn't really get to Sindri's level.
Okay.
So you probably would have heard more about them if they were on that level.
I mean, I think we can handle one wizard.
Yeah, well, he when he caught us, he was scrying us from his tower there, and then he used a sending spell to direct guards to our location. Got a beat on us right quick.
He was.
Is it just the one tower? That's where we need to get to?
It's usually where he's holed up. That's where he has something for scrying. I don't know how it works.
He was scrying you specifically.
Well, looking for intruders.
He's an elf who doesn't know where he's from.
I don't know if he doesn't know where he's from. I don't believe he's originally Lutan though.
We could at least separate him and
have-
get a meeting with him.
I could also cast non-detection, which protects someone from divination spells for 8 hours on Sigrid. And you could ethereal step. So then you're in there by
Memorizing the
yourself.
map. Is there a back door I can let them in through, non-magically? On
Is
that map?
there a place where this particular wizard likes to go take a break and socialize that we could poison his drink?
We don't have any poison.
Yet.
Something we also might consider is, while we're in there,
Ow.
perhaps if we were to set the prisoners free, first off, it
Oh,
would give them
certainly.
a chance to get away, but it would also provide a distraction for us.
Or we could just ask that guy in town, whatever his name was, for a tour.
Would he say yes?
Or get
I don't know.
those two to get arrested again.
Or we
Ask
could just...
ask who for a tour?
What's that guy's name? The one
Roaring
that's not
Roar.
shit.
Rourn.
Oakside.
Probably
Roar-
shit, but not like
Roar
as much
Oakside.
shit.
I'm not sure how much authority he has over this place. It's technically Gunner's private property. But if you had his backing, that could potentially get you an inn. Anyway, there's a few other wrinkles you'll need to be aware of. So we've determined that there are approximately 24 raiders occupying the fort. These are elite soldiers. I mean, you could probably take a couple of them in a fight, probably up to 4 or 5 of them, but open combat with the whole lot of them is probably something you'll want to avoid. Now, the vault itself, the vault is magically sealed shut. It will not open unless a password is spoken. As far as we know, the password to the vault is only known by the marshal of the fort.
Who's that?
Her name is Marshal Tekla. Some raid leader he's got on the staff.
I secretly say to the group and not to Espen and Dag, if we made a plan without their knowledge, that was not the actual plan, but that gets those two caught, and so everyone there thinks that the heist was done, but we're still in there. Just saying.
Brilliant.
I'm just saying.
They're
But
dumb
they
enough,
don't
they
have
might
to
agree
know
to it if we
that.
kill them.
Well, it's up to you. I don't mind lying to him either. It's up to you. They don't seem
You know,
super great.
another-
Not horrible, but
Another thing that might help is when I was there, it really felt like a lot of them were like really, really fanatical about Luda. I mean, like more than the usual. You know, like I mean, most folks will like, have their effigies and their prayers and such, but like these folks had like daily rituals and
anything that they want is ultimately Luda's will. That fucking flavor.
Yeah, and
Or-
a lot of like ceremonial type stuff,
What
Is-
kind of
okay.
ceremonies?
They have there's a 15 minutes every dawn and dusk when about half the soldiers in the fort will go to this like mandatory dedication ceremony in this chamber on the east side there.
Really? Sounds like
How
a
many
good time.
soldiers are there again?
It sounds like a good time.
2 dozen.
2 dozen.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
dozen total.
So 12 are out there. By the way, did Gunner... Outside of this, did Ada's, like, Gunner thing ever go off? No?
Not in the
Okay.
hour it was up, I don't think.
Not in the
Okay.
hours up now.
So, are we... Do we know if Gunner might be in there? Is the security wizard always in there?
I think they said Gunnar was traveling.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Well, they hadn't seen him go in. That doesn't mean he's out. Necessarily.
Yeah, word through the grapevine is he's away on travels,
Where?
but
Like, is there anything
raiding more settlements, I would assume, but he could be just about anywhere.
Okay,
Or settlements,
Ragna's
this house.
intelligence on this place was not very helpful. She was like, "Oh, it's just his office."
Does the Luda
I know
priest
more
come
about
for these
this.
ceremonies?
No more the security wizard.
Is it the priest you've got tied up over there? Is that the one who runs the ceremony?
Let's see. I believe.
Guess we could
No, I
ask
don't think
him.
that
He's tied
priest
up.
runs them. I believe that depending on whether it's dawn or dusk, either the marshal or the wizard will be there.
Is the marshal a magic user?
Not that we know of.
Any halflings around? Or dwarves? Or halflings?
Just randomly wandering
Dwarves are
around.
medium.
Damn it, not dwarves. Okay. Any like other small people around? Small beastborn,
Gnomes?
small halflings? No, are gnomes here? Just as I look around at like, prisoners, raiders, people around, anybody around town particularly short as I consider my options?
In town there are the occasional like halfling or beastborn or child.
Could be a
Okay.
child.
So
Yep.
there's two 15-minute periods, and we can, and the different ones. One of them, the marshal, is at the ceremony, and the other one, the wizard's at the ceremony. So we should pick whichever one we don't want to be where they usually are, and go then.
Oh, we're not just gonna take them out at the ceremony?
There's still
think we
gonna be a
should
dozen
do-
of them at the ceremony.
When the wizard's at the ceremony,
I would say that too.
everyone's crying.
Personally.
Ah,
Unless-
the Hallhorn zigzag, a very clever scheme.
Huh?
I'm just gonna ignore what you
Hallhorn
say.
zigzag. Anyway,
Uh,
I do wish we had been able to find that drainage access tunnel that's allegedly there.
I knew there was something.
Say
that I couldn't
less.
guess.
Sigurd would like to go check around. This is all I'm good for. Like, I need to do this.
Now that I know it
So,
exists, possibly can I use my automatic success to find it?
Grin.
Yeah, so anyway, there's an entrance to some kind of tunnel somewhere along the river, just like east of the fort somewhere, but we're not sure of the exact
River?
location of it.
There's a river? Nearby?
Not much of one.
Like
But there is
creek?
one nearby?
Yeah, little creek,
Oh,
a crick.
still important to know.
Cole, do you think that's something
Sigrid,
you could
be
find?
invisible and go looking.
if it's under the water, I could try.
I could find under the water too.
All right,
Go on
I
a
need
hunt.
one
Everybody there?
person to make a perception check if you're looking for the entrance to the.
Oh, I will take
drainage tunnel.
perception.
Yeah, knock off.
Guidance.
Thank you. Let me check the button because I remembered to do that this time. Okay. Perception. Oh god.
We've already checked off our 2 boxes, so no more nat ones.
I know, right? No more allowed.
Please.
All right.
19.
Yeah. So you do find a grate that like leads down into a tunnel. It looks like it's big enough for all of you to fit into. It's kind of a really steep part of the embankment. But yeah, it's a grate of iron bars. There's like a weak stream of water pouring out of the drain. It smells horrible. It's not very securely fastened. It looks like it can be pried off with like maybe a crowbar and some strength. Yeah, it wouldn't take too long in the tunnel for everybody to get through. Wouldn't even need to hold your breath.
I whistle everyone's attention. I can't whistle right now, but that's what I do.
I mean, do we just go in that way, see where we end up, and wing it?
Yeah, where does the tunnel end up? Does it show on the
Yeah.
map?
Do you know where it ends?
Let's see. Do they know? I'm
Or
just
do we
looking.
tell them to, or just leave them out of this?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it leads right to where the prison was. There was kind of a grate in there that looked like it might have led out.
So we need a way
So
to
through
get
the
out of the
tunnel,
prison.
into the prison, let the prisoners out.
We need a way to get
So
the door open.
my
Even
thought
if we're
is
picking locks.
I can get arrested, and if I get arrested and put in that prison, I can either step out of the lock to open the door for you guys after, because I'll notice when the guards leave for their 15-minute thing, because they will all walk away from the thing, and then I at least throw step out and get you guys out from the grate, if that
Couldn't
makes sense.
you
Oh,
just go with
the
us
grate.
and
Sorry,
throw
the
us
grate is not in one of the cells. It's in the main area, right by the chair where they usually chain people
Oh,
up
good.
and
Oh,
work them over.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was
Anyway.
locked from
Oh.
the inside. Oh, yeah, but I could
Yeah,
throw
no,
step through the grate
it's outside
though.
the cells. No, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll need to do that through the grate. Should be able to just pry it open if you need to.
Oh, easy peasy then.
So here's...
Hopefully.
Odrin leans over to Ada. So here's a question then. Do we want them to come with us, or do we want them to possibly run distraction outside?
I mean, I vote distraction.
We trust they will.
I don't see why we're not just able to walk straight into this place.
It
'Cause
kind
there's
of
2
looks
dozen
like
guards.
we can, but we
Yeah,
would...
we are the Fae Bearers.
Yeah,
And guess
but we're also immortal.
I think it's common
Right.
knowledge that Gunnar killed my family.
Mhm.
But do they know that it's you? You've been able to walk around town pretty well, right? I assume,
Right.
considering you're here.
Kari Brannisker gave us like a little note, didn't he? When we were at
That he did.
what was all
Oh, yes, that
included? What was
horrible
that an all
breakfast.
access? Was that an all access pass? Or...
That was an anything you need kind of a thing. We
Mm.
need this.
We want a tour. They should let us in. I don't know why they would stop us.
Wish
Because,
you
The
guys
only
would have
thing
said that
is
before I
that it
started
would make
digging
it
through
Yes.
here.
that would probably make it obvious that it's us doing it if we still.
Oh, well, if we're trying to hide that we're the ones breaking into this bunker, that's a whole different thing.
I wish you guys had
Oh,
this
wait,
I will say,
conversation before I was
if you
in
want
this
to be able
muck.
to leverage this letter, it will probably require the presence of Oakside. Rorn.
Do we need him alive?
Well, question. If we're breaking and entering and using deceit to get evidence for the Volve, does that make the evidence invalid? Like, do we need to be sneaky about this, that they don't know it's us?
Hard to say. If you would need to hide your presence. I suppose there are some consequences, but I don't think it would invalidate the evidence itself, especially if it's particularly damning.
I'm really mad
Personally,
Gunner's not here.
I mean, really, I think it would only hurt us if we planned on being friends with the Lutan. But considering what we have
I mean,
planned,
obviously not.
I don't think it really matters if he knows we did this or not.
Kind of want him to know.
Alright, I'm on board. I just wanted to make sure that anybody who possibly had any sort of ties to the Lutan was okay with that. Because I'm fine with it. I'm fine with, you know, just kind of turning around and showing my bare ass to him. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't care if anybody knows if I've broken there. I've been really wanting to get back at them since they caught me last time.
I can imagine.
So, really been itching to get behind those walls again.
So then would
So,
we run the distraction?
You have your
and they
entry
can sneak in?
point. You have your entry point. How are you going to acquire the password?
From the marshal.
That's
Does anyone have detect thoughts?
that was my only concern
Perhaps
with.
powers of persuasion. Obviously.
App is very persuasive. And I can help a little bit if she needs it.
Or we just kill the guard. And then we don't need a password.
We need a
No,
password.
we do
for
need a
it.
password to get into the vault.
Oh, that one. Or we could
Does
blast it. and have
dispel
the door
magic
open.
on?
It's a
Is
magic
dispel magic
box.
something that works for that though? Or is that
I
not something how
can,
dispel magic works?
From my understanding, I don't think dispel magic will work on this particular lock.
Aye.
Ugh.
That was my only concern with making sure that the wizard is at the ceremony, because if the marshal is at the ceremony, then he won't be in his offices. We can raid his stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
that's
zone
the
of
only
truth.
cost I see.
That's a fair point. The other
That's
thing
true.
is, if we were to do, say, the tour thing, if we were to do that and we had the group of us here, some of us could be particularly loud and such, and get the marshal out of the office, while others of us who might possibly be able to be invisible could sneak in there.
Do you think the password's written down?
I don't know.
Isn't that like password keeping 101?
I mean,
about-
I don't know. Quite frankly, my
Never had a
estimation of the
password
average
before.
Lutan, present company excluded, is really that they're not that terribly smart.
I don't
Can you
think
make
we do
invisibility
them anyway.
potions?
Oh,
We
'Cause
could
they
just
don't
give
know
them something to put in the vault and then listen in while they put it
Well,
in
they
the
don't
vault.
know I'm a fate bearer, so if invisibility potions are a possibility, or if more than one person can be invisible, I can get a tour easily without them knowing anything about the fate bearers or worried about anything while you guys sneak in.
well, but why would
I
they
have
give you a tour if
invisibility.
they didn't know you were a fate bearer?
Oh, when I started the sentence, I had that answer. I don't have it now, so I don't know. It completely was right out of my mind. There was a relevant reason, and I can't, for the life of me, tell you what it is.
That's alright, that's alright. I just, okay. I
Could I like the idea of saying we were sent to add something to the vault?
What would
Didn't
be
he give us
worse?
a couple of things? I mean, because there was the
Bow.
one thing that Hap made into a warm vest for you, Ada, but didn't he give us something else?
Yes.
What else did he give us?
I would have to go get him, but we could put Senric in the vault.
What about the head?
No.
No.
It wouldn't
No.
stay there. We're stealing from the vault either way. It's just what we're telling them we're
No.
putting in there. Okay. Well,
I do like the idea of,
I'm afraid of those consequences.
I do like the idea of Senric, actually. I mean, are you opposed to going and getting him?
No, I can go get him.
Okay.
You sure?
I'm not gonna.
Where did you
Yeah, I'm done talking to him.
Okay.
Okay.
That's alright.
Oh, I left
Old-fashioned
him
show
in
and
the.
row game.
I left him in the dirt in front of my mother's house where he belongs.
It was really funny.
You were there for that.
Appropriate.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ada, you can blame me. I was a bit worried that somebody may or may not have recognized you, so he followed you invisibly.
I say pretty far away.
Kind.
Sorry.
Right, well, there's obviously a lot of logistics to work through, and we only have one shot at this, so if you need to take time with this, take some time in town to sort things through and learn more about the people in this place. I mean, I don't want anybody getting caught again.
yeah, it's interesting you say you only have one shot at this on your second shot. But it's fine. I'm not trusting
We
you,
won't get
Dag.
caught.
That's all I'm saying.
That was Espen.
Oh, sorry, well, that's
Espen
worse.
is the snooty accent. Dag is a Lutan accent.
I
Yeah,
feel
sorry.
like we've gotten out of worst. We won't get caught.
Alright.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to get caught again, and I don't think y'all want that to happen either. But definitely looking forward to put one over on that gunner fella.
Did he do something specifically
So-
to you?
Let's just say he's a very inhospitable host.
Seems like an easy person to hate.
Right.
He does.
Piece of shit.
Let's go rob us a fortress, everyone. And that is where we are going to leave things off for tonight. We will continue the plan and execution of this heist next time. So very excited to see what happens. I'm glad somebody got bingo already. But
I didn't get bingo
not
at
out of Tunn-Arg
all.
yet, so
Two.
we're not out of Tunn-Arg yet. So
True.
It's
True.
still technically in this
True.
arc. Never fear. So, alright, Ink of Fate streams on Twitch Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Older episodes are ported over to YouTube. VODs are on YouTube, so username for both of those is KJ_Potta. Please look us up. And I don't usually mention it, but join our Discord. We have like a link somewhere to hop on the Discord and see like our chats and announcements, and that's where you'll usually see when we need to like cancel a stream or any other announcements related to the campaign. So tune in next week. We will see what happens with the Bilge Rat Boys and their super
Funniest
fruitful
name.
alliance with the Fate Bearers. Skål.